into it. You guys wanna like start at 9 or 8:45 or 8:55 or just talk a little bit or what do you
It's
want?
past 8:45.
Yeah, let's start, no?
Yeah, let's
Start.
start. Great, great, great. So Adina, hi, haven't heard you in a while.
Hi.
Hi, it's your punishment. You don't engage with us. So it's gonna be your punishment to give us a recap of what
Oh,
happened last time.
Oh no,
Punishment
not
time,
the
punishment
recap.
time. Yes.
There was a mimic. So everything that I was involved with, yeah, all I remember was a mimic. We threw it an acid. Something else happened. We looked for a
There
book.
was no mimic. There was a ginger.
The book. What was
Yeah,
it?
it was a ginger. A ginger.
Oh, I don't know what that is.
A ginger which has no soul.
Exactly. I was about to say that, dude. Kunj, come on, man.
It's like the only
Yes.
thing that comes to life is like a mimic. I don't know what that is.
All
And
right,
then
Arachnid.
Yes.
What
Waiting.
Adina tell what Arachnid did it yesterday, the last session.
uh,
Yesterday.
Last session. Yesterday means last session.
Oh,
Yes.
when
We are playing a RTS game.
clearly.
Yes.
Hmm.
They make one move in 6 seconds. We make one move in 4 hours. I mean,
That's about right.
yeah. Yeah, Adina. Do you recall what other people did
at what time?
last session? Damn, why is Lord of the Rings playing?
I
something's
don't know.
playing? What?
Yeah.
Lord of the Rings music is playing.
Yeah,
Oh,
it makes me think Adina is like gonna start a real good speech. I'm just waiting. Let's go.
My brothers, we
Uh,
have
oh, I
traveled this
muted
far.
it. Okay, never mind.
All right, Arachnid, do you want to continue from where Adina left?
Ah,
Give us the full recap. Yeah.
I do not recall.
Okay. No, you were there for like
I was
3/4
there,
of
but
the.
I have a
of
really
the
fucking.
yeah, yeah, yeah. All right. Okay then.
Okay,
I'll do
what did Arena say? Let me try give a word at this.
it. Let's give it a crack at what Adina and Arachnid were choking on. Okay, okay.
Yes.
So
I
Adina
went
said
to
we
I
were
went to get
we were.
my food, so I probably missed it. So just give me a recap where he left off.
Okay, so Adina said that you guys fought a mimic, Reed a ginger, and that's it.
Read a ginger.
Yeah,
Yes,
we
we
fought a
fought a
Where
ginger.
ginger.
did that come from?
We fought a ginger with no soul,
it
but
was
like
that book thingy.
yes, a book.
And
A
then
book.
we
Ah,
like threw it in the acid, and then
Yeah.
I learned that it was like holy. It hurts.
okay,
Yeah.
okay.
It's
So okay then.
Okay
Great
then.
start.
Let's
Uh,
start.
so after the massive acid trip that Adina has gone into, and coming out of that acid trip, Adina realizes, oh, the team is actually trying to figure out a mystery in
Hmm.
Candlekeep
Hmm.
after a long
Candlekeep
time.
mysteries. Who would have
Yes,
Wow.
who would have
Who
thought?
could have thought?
And towards the end of this investigation that they were
Hmm.
undergoing, they realized that Mr. Claw has bid farewell to us in his own journey to Baldur's Gate.
feels bad, man.
And in
Yeah.
return, he has given us his very own locket to remind us of the friendship we've had and the times we
Half
spent.
of it. Half of it.
And probably
Our
probably
friendship.
another mimic. Who knows?
And oh, please, let's not relive the pain.
But there's so many mimic and so many people with artificial souls in our game.
Yes.
Homunculi, these guys, these gingers.
And so here we are after this mimic or purple goo that has been attached to one person's arm for a long time. We have successfully beaten it. And here we are at an impasse in front of two very well educated Candlekeep tavern dwellers. Let's just say that.
Yes. Yes, and what a confrontation that fight was. The purple goo tried to suck the life force out of our Leonin Fred, but I guess
Absolutely.
lions are immune to getting sucked. And
Ah,
I mean, it's hard. I mean,
okay.
it's hard. I'll never go and research on that topic, so I'm just going to assume that they are immune
Sure.
to getting sucked. So, yeah, and the Ginge Watson tried to suck its energy for 2 times, and
DM, I
it
would just
failed.
like to say, please speak for yourself.
I mean, so you are saying other people will research on this, man?
No, I'm saying my loins are not immune to being sucked.
Okay, nice, nice, nice.
Smooth comebacks. Here we go.
Yes, yes. All right. So, after a brief confrontation and fight with this book, which turned into this ectoplasm sort of energy sphere floating in the air, turned into a bat as it tried to suck the soul, we had this weird confrontation, four people ganging up on this purple energy, not able to accomplish anything. It just resolutely decides to fall down after getting punctured and kicked by the arrows aimed from Araknyd. And as it squeals with this energy, it dissipates and drops the dilapidated book, this manuscript called Mazfroth's Mighty Digression. It lays in the middle of this tavern, the house of rest. 7, 8 people who were part of who were standing at the edge of the room are kind of scared what's going on. And uh, did you guys read? I wrote something in a
Yeah, yeah.
thread.
Yeah.
All right, great, great, great. So as you are like looking around, kind of feeling what kind of unfathomable event this is, things turning into stupendous kind of way, uh, on comes the same 4 people that just rushed around a couple of moments ago after having a very middle ground conversations where you agreed not to do anything. And this fat man, just the same fat investigator, is with bruised stomach and bruised eyes, limping, much more beaten up than you guys, and the High Inquisitor tailing him in the background, just 20 feet, 15 feet away from the entrance of the room. The man enters and says, I, I think I might not have made myself clear. You guys gotta make a mess. What is it now? And he looks at you, Thorin, as you are huddled up around the book that you were investigating that just turned into this mess again.
Well, you do remember about the books we started attacking people, right?
Right, so
I think we might have
nice,
found the source.
nice source. So, any leads you have?
Leads. I think we damn near almost solved it. We found this book, see, and it was mimic or ginger, as they call them in some parts. Yeah, you fought this creature, and now we've banished it or whatever. See, it's all there. You can ask people around us. Is Vikan and Yandre still there?
They are. They are, as you're having this conversation, they just very, ostentatiously decide to, in like an elite manner, decide to just go away, with the shoulders
Hey,
high.
hey,
They're
hey!
like,
Those guys over there. They handed us this book.
oh, fucking. This shit never stops. And he gives a look at the both of the people and then at you. Why don't you just have a little bit, fighting tournament right into the middle of the library? Easier for all of us to enjoy. Days are very boring. Oh, bloody hell. Keep it a little
Hmm,
quiet.
wouldn't that be
And
against the laws of accordance?
yes, that won't be.
That won't be. Yes, go ahead. Make a great white ruckus. We'll all enjoy. Most of us will probably be sent to jails, but why do you care about that, huh?
I mean, no offense. This was simply something that was, sprung upon us.
Well, I
Well,
take offense. I
you can
have
ask my
opened
young
this.
friend over here.
I have
He
opened
can,
this door to this roll 20, and no one is here. So of course I take offense.
Oh my god.
Okay,
Not
and
wrong
he
though.
gives you
Not wrong.
not wrong though, not wrong though. He gives you a look and he basically pushes the two people, Weekend and Vandre, into the room.
Sort this mess out, if you could. And dare you make another ruckus.
He just kind of, comes near them, almost like the he and his inspectors came near you, and they instinctively decide to, get their own comfort zone, their own personal space, and they go 1 feet back inside, and yeah, and he quite of like closes the door, almost like it's not bolted per se, but he just closes the door on these folks, and these folks are just, near the at the exit of the door. Yeah.
If you need some,
And as the door almost closes, you hear the voice.
if you need something, well, good luck. You aren't getting any.
And he just storms off.
I want
How
to.
rude after we literally saved this place from whatever that thing was.
I know, right?
These bickering imbeciles think they are very powerful. They try to command us. Well, fucking Kamatunes. This guy says, and the last three words you are not able to comprehend unless you know some languages. Uh,
I know a lot of languages. Please.
what languages do you know?
I will tell you.
Yes, sir. Go ahead.
Just open this character sheet, which is not opening for whatever reason.
All good. You can start by. Wait.
Yes, I understand Celestial, Draconic, Elvish, Primordial, and Sylvan.
What the
ah,
Bruh.
Please.
Wow.
Okay.
Okay
Can you
then.
say that again? Can you say that again? Primordial, celestial, elvish, and
Draconic and Sylvan.
okay. So you hear in draconic that
What kind of insane buggers?
you hear this guy just cursing at these finds in a very
Is he talking?
broken.
Is he talking about us?
No, about the guy. Probably, I mean, he could have been talking about you, but
Any insight will make things clear.
yeah. Go ahead, make an insight check. And as someone as you who's very proficient, you feel like this guy. Okay. With it, okay, great. With the 23, you realize with the proficiency of the way you speak Draconic, this guy, well, speaks broken Draconish. He's not able to properly form sentences in a Draconic, and it makes you think like the clientele that they try to present there, that they're trying to appear as elite people, or royal people, or rich, or someone who has importance, or someone who are very busy, but you kind of feel like the way that he's trying and not able to even speak the language properly, you feel like, this guy is, doesn't know draconic properly, and maybe he's trying to, sell it off. So
Okay, so
yes, we can.
I'll say back to him in Draconic in like very like proper ancient
yeah,
elder dragon wala Draconic.
this
Okay,
Megumin, you do the Megumin speech.
and I mean it's not a Megumin speech, but
But yeah,
I'm
I
going
mean
to be
the
like
way it is.
I'm
Yeah.
going to basically be like, dost thou thinkest that no one else speaketh the languages you presume to speak in Draconic?
Oh, someone who surprisingly remembers
My words, my ancestor's words, and you say the last two words. He actually says very hurriedly.
Hmm. Ancestors. And this I'll say in common, like I'll go back to common and I'll say ancestors, huh? The apple does fall very far from the tree. Unfortunately.
Ah, fine gentlemen, you are one of my people. Well, not only you did our job for us, you also seems like a pretty cool people. So that's done. We can go, right? We can just tell Inspector a matter is solved. Yeah. And he kind of, tries to turn towards the other side. How
Hold up
do
a
the
second.
What do you mean the
We,
matter is solved? Excuse me?
we have no quarrels, good sir. Am I
Of
right?
course we don't. But there remains the fact that we just saved possibly all of Candlekeep from a dangerous monster. So reward?
And as you say that, the woman, Vandre, with a Y, or Yandre, however you wanna call her in your Vandre or Vandre, whatever. So she says, but you are not even close to solving it.
Solving
And she
what?
gives you
then
whatever you
help
think
us.
you've solved.
What do
Then
you
You've
help
mean?
us.
I
saved.
don't think I solved anything except the fact that, like, well, we got rid of a dangerous monster, which you could hurt people.
Yeah, and
We
we
did
commend you
your
for
job
that.
for you.
Don't be like that. We already acknowledged you did our job for us. How about a glass of pint for all of you? For your troubles, says the woman.
I'll look around at everyone, like gauging their reaction to that offer.
I nod my head. Like I shake my head at you, as in there's more to it. I'm looking at you and I'm trying to convey this silently.
Okay. So one not in favor of free pint. Anybody else?
We almost got our hands chopped off, and a free pint is all you give us.
I
Well,
mean,
to be fair, it is a free pint.
It could be a
well,
mega pint.
this will never stop. 3 weeks, 4 weeks. This one mega pint joke a week. Let's go. How many weeks did the court case happen? 7 weeks.
Six,
Uh,
six,
I, I
six.
6 7 weeks. I think I have to prepare myself for 3 more weeks of
I
consecutive
mean, the judgment
wordplay.
still has to come on 23rd. Like, it has to be sealed on 23rd.
Yes, yes.
So,
It has
the
to.
Great,
court is not over yet.
Absolutely.
great.
Wow.
I
We're
mean,
all exactly in that demographic where all these social media algorithms, they probably flooded your feed with the videos of this.
Yeah.
Are you
Like,
saying all of
Yes.
this in character or?
yes,
no, no,
yes,
not in
yes.
them.
How did
Absolutely.
you know that? How did you know my
So
town
weave,
was hit by a flood? Well, not only
the
are you
weave, I'm
fine,
talking about the
gentlemen.
weave, the arcane weave, which is there in Mazfroth.
Yes, not only are you fine,
Amazing.
gentlemen, you are also able to really know what's going on behind people's minds and eyes. Very astute of you. All right, so
I want to whisper something to the group. Like,
okay.
shouldn't we ask them where they got this book from, where they're heading? I mean, what if they try to pin this on us?
I say we kill them.
Not here,
Renki, excuse me?
Did you
here.
just say?
Yeah, Renki, when does this
What
blood?
happened to you?
Yeah,
One
is,
second, guys. I have to get the door. Be right back.
is Elwyn
Don't
rubbing
you?
off?
Don't you think this is madness?
Maybe we can
Flying
think about
books?
that later.
Flying
Not that.
books? And these could be the potential people who have caused this problem.
Exactly.
I didn't see the book flying and attacking them.
Exactly. So we need to squeeze more out of them, money or
Exactly,
information.
blood. That's what we need to squeeze out of them. I think Claw rubbed me the wrong way when he left.
Yeah.
I miss him already. Anyway, sorry
It's
guys.
been gone like 2 seconds.
Yeah,
Hold on. I think we have to.
I have attachment issues when people leave me. At least good people.
Okay, how about I leave you with a bowl of mashed potatoes as well, and he
Now
claps.
that's an insult, sir. A bowl of mashed potatoes. Really?
I mean, the woman says, well, you have to apologize, my friend, for it. We are like we like don't eat milk and milk products, eggs and chickens. You may call us, you know, benefactors of people who go empty on their stomach. It's a vow we take. It's like something we did. We don't eat posh foods. We try what we must. So no chicken. But if you want, we can probably give you fish. You want fish? And the guy goes into his pouch and he has a very smelly fish in his pouch, which feels very weird. He's wearing very nice clothes and he has this fish into his, and he just kind of rubs the fish into the air like very, very stupidly, and then he goes back and puts the dead fish into his uh, pouch. For those five
I
seconds,
wrinkle my nose.
for those 5 seconds, yeah, exactly. It smells. It's wafting of like a sewer. It feels very bad.
I was more hoping that right before the Inquisitor showed up, you mentioned having to go somewhere to meet somebody of importance. Take us along with you. If you are unable to recompensate us for our efforts, we will ask your higher ups then.
Well, we were hired to do a job, and I suppose you did that job, so you could do that. But here's the thing: uh, we don't have accommodations for a group of 6, 7, 8 people, and I really think that your job is not finished, but mine are. We're here to find what was the anomaly here, which you did for us. I guess it's up to you now. What you do here, where you go from.
I look at Victor and I say, maybe we should kill them.
Yeah, I mean, I'm
No.
always in for that.
No, no killing.
No.
What?
All right, wait. We didn't bring the book here. Why are you giving us that eyes? Come on. Look at the lady. Do you think she would do something like that?
I
No.
mean,
Absolutely
Thorin,
not.
Yeah,
see,
that's
Thorin
what I'm
walks up
saying.
to them
all I'm
and
just saying is deduction. The last time we decided we should have killed people, it turned out to be the right decision in hindsight. So that seems to be a perfectly valid logic in terms.
Spoiler, it's not.
Thorin walks up to these two and says that, my buddies over here are talking about killing the two of you. How about you give us something which we can use, and then you can be off on your merry way?
Smooth negotiation.
No, that's intimidation.
This is almost like you were trying to bully us. Please go ahead and make an intimidation check.
Can I roll physical damage to call it out, or do you want it on roll 20?
Sure, sure. I mean, would prefer Roll20 because
Okay, let's do that.
Megaswap is also streaming, so it feels good. And
Yep,
also,
let's
Victor,
do that.
come
Intimidation.
come to Roll20, my dudes. Okay,
Ooh, +4 you have. Not bad.
yeah. I was gonna say you can go ahead and use your strength check if you want, but yeah, +4 is nice too. Okay, so you go there with this 4 feet tall, almost 4 feet tall shield, and you just heavily drop it on near their foot, almost like flexing your big broad arms, and you say, "Listen here, you little cucks," and you feel like they are like enjoying your theatrical antics more than actually getting intimidated by you, and the woman says, all right, calm down. This is a very perverse situation turned out to be. And she looks at the guy, and the guy says, "See, I told you not to talk to people. They're trying to bully us now. What a failed attempt. Oh lord." I'm kind of. And Arachnid, you understand him saying in Draconic, "Fucking
Hmm?
amateurs." And for a moment I thought I was getting scared by them. Amateurs. You hear that
Elwyn,
in Draco.
Elwyn, just tell me that they're insulting us. You just need to tell
I'll
us.
okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to smile like very broadly at this guy and say again in like very ancient uh, draconic.
Hmm.
Uh, well then, pup, thou shalt be very sorry and very scared when I do revealeth my true form.
please
Amazing.
make please follow up with the an intimidation check, or if you want.
Deception, because I'm pretending to be a dragon in like
Okay,
these guys.
okay. I was gonna say you can go do performance, or intimidation, and yeah, deception works too. Yeah.
Pledge. Okay. That's might be enough. I don't know.
Okay.
Nice try.
Can you follow it up with intimidation just for
Yes.
seeing? Does it also have some weight, or
Oh!
Nice.
this guy, this guy.
Let's go. Let's fucking go.
Okay. He kind of, when you say that, my true form, you feel like he's not actually buying into what you are trying to say, but halfway through your sentence you unleash your guttural draconic voice. You actually get into your proper accent that you learned studying through your mentors and friends. And when that accent kicks in the second later half of the sentence, you feel like this guy's pretty out of his wits right now. You can see two beads of sweat coming from his head. One goes right, and one bead of sweat, and it just split apart in two. It crosses from one side of the nostril, and the second crosses from the other side of nostril. And yeah, it just hangs on his bushy oh, sorry, he doesn't have a mustache. His big ample cheeks. It just lands on his cheeks, and both on the side he sees there's this watery goo of sad liquid that's called a tear on there. Okay. Calm down. We are not gonna make anyone shit their pants now, are we? The guy raises both of his hands and says, okay. Okay, and then he gives a look at Vandre, and he says, okay, that's we understand. It was a contract that we took. You did it. Uh, we can go to Kalan Strong Branch, the gate house, and the gate warden, and we can say you did our job for us. Okay, with that, and he almost stucks, on repeat, on loop, saying the same word 3-4 times. Would that be okay for you?
I look around at the others.
Sorry, what was his last thing that he's offering?
That's all, folks. Man.
What?
Thorin on roll 20. Victor, come to roll 20, na?
What?
Come to roll 20 for rolls, and these guys
Yeah,
are
yeah,
also,
okay.
these guys are also chatting on roll 20, saying stuff. So yeah, uh, yeah, he almost forgets language and stammers a lot. And Megaswap, he says in the end, we would very much would say to the gate warden of Candlekeep, Kalan Strong Branch, the bald guy you met the first time you came over here, that you did their job, and whatever reward or something you would do it for you.
Yes, so what about it? Is he giving us a reward?
He
No.
says he says we'll say to Kalan Strong Branch that you did our job,
Oh,
Well, that
he's.
we did.
Hmm.
It's the truth.
and we'll be so inclined to share these words of truth to the person who hired us. I mean, that's pretty.
I look around and like I shrug at everybody as if to say, well, I guess that's the best we're getting.
As you say that, that's the
I
How
didn't
does-
moment.
say that. I didn't say it. I like
How
as
does-
if to say.
How does anybody get any work here done properly?
Do you say that out aloud?
Yes.
As you say that, at that exact moment, like almost the sentence doesn't finish properly, and you see there is something vibrating behind you, something heavy, something weird.
Weird.
Yeah, just where you're talking,
Your-
somewhere you were
Your
compiled.
reaction is just you say weird.
So yeah,
Perception check.
okay.
Can I?
Go ahead. Yeah, sure. Go ahead.
Okay.
All of you feel something like vibrating from behind you, and yeah, yeah. So you see this table, this great table which has these three pints or mega pints of beer on it. This starts just vibrating in a way. Just this table, and the rest of you see around this table there's a couple of plates of food, one person standing about 3-4 feet away from it, like almost, his hand up in the high, like what the fuck is going on. And you also see there's a book near it. And now that you take a moment, you see the book after 4 or 5 seconds of interval, like a Nokia mobile, vibrates for a second. Stops.
Nokia mobile.
Vibrates. Zzz. The tankard of beer just falls down. Zzz.
Is it just me
Then-
or there's a earthquake going on here?
Then stops.
It's just you. That
Another tankard falls. Stops.
the book seems to be vibrating.
All the things I've never seen a book do that.
Well then.
All the things that I've seen vibrating, Book has never done that. Could you list the top 5 things that you've seen vibrating?
Vibrate.
I mean, top one would be his tongue because he never shuts up.
That was actually going to be my answer.
Are all top 5 accommodates your tongue? Different names of your tongue.
that would be
Wow.
that would be really good actually.
Yeah,
Yeah, that'll be my in 5 different languages.
different languages.
Oh my god. And all of them will be named by Elwyn.
I'm almost tempted to give.
The
I'm almost
multitude of
tempted to give-
languages that he knows.
I'm almost tempted to give a bardic inspiration, but come on, this bard never uses his bardic inspiration, so I'm not gonna.
Never uses his
used it,
own
okay?
inspiration,
His
dude.
own-
What bardic
yeah.
inspiration?
Yeah, he's never gonna get it.
I know. If I give these guys inspiration, they never use it either. Okay, I think everybody has forgotten the concept of inspiration.
I highly doubt that, but sure.
Hey, the amount of time I've given you guys inspiration, you guys just forgot about it as insane.
Yeah, it's actually it's like the amount is very big, man. It's like almost 2
Really?
or maybe 3. Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
or impossible to count.
Fair enough.
Yeah. Yeah. And the woman feels mortified, then composed and says, "See, I told you. Our job was to locate the anomaly. We did. That's not our job now. But we're gonna tell the gate warden that you did our job. Now it's time to do your job. Huh? It's fine. We cool? Should we go? Should we leave? We gonna manhandle this? What's up?" And it's like they both extend their arms, almost like they're trying to split the group in two and just trying to reach for the doors. I'm assuming Thorin is right here because he was intimidating. So Thorin, he tries
I'll
to
be back.
he tries to both of them try to shift from your left and right side and try to reach towards the door.
What about it, guys? Are we good with letting them go? Do we trust them? Definitely not. I don't. But do you trust them to go into Callan Strong Branch?
Damn, I thought they have such a huge HP bar. Damn. Yeah, everything's cool, right? Everyone's cool? and he gives a look at Adina and Delacroix, and hoping the two people who are talking less might be on their side. I think we should leave, right? Yeah. I think we're ready. And he just knocks the door, and as he knocks the door, it just flings open, and these guys make the start. Yeah, these guys go away. Yeah,
Are they leaving?
yeah, yeah,
We should have killed them
and
all along.
yeah, and they just go, and as they go, there's another book. It keeps on vibrating like a Nokia or like a fucking vibrator. Zoom, zoom, zoom. This time, like it's almost like it's doing a dance number. Zoom, 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 zoom.
I go and catch the book immediately and say, stop this. If you spring out another purple goo, I don't know what I will do.
Zoom, 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 zoom. It keeps on moving under your hand as you place your hand into it.
Okay.
As the book.
I'm gonna pick up the book and show it in front of Thorin.
It vibrates in your hand, like almost your. It
Should
feels like
I
your
should I
whole-
open the book?
This is the same book, right? Mazfroth. What what does it say on the cover?
It's a black colored book.
Oh, different one.
Is
It's
this
a black.
Oh, it's a different one. It's not Mazfroth's Mighty Digression.
It's not Mazfroth's Mighty Digressions.
Oh,
It's another book. It's another book.
it's none of these books basically. The Ascension
Yeah, yeah,
of
yeah.
Valaketh, the Tomb of the Dragon, Great
No,
Realm of the
it's
Stars, in the stars.
it's there were these three books. Fourth one was Mazfroth's Mighty
Yeah,
Digression,
yeah.
and this is the fifth one.
Okay.
Yeah. So it vibrates, and as you put it into your hand, it starts to vibrate, and as you give.
Is it
Thorin,
Demon Lords from the Abyss? Anyway.
No. The book, the title, Thorin, it says, uh, "The Hunger." That's it. It's a black covered book with a very heavy black thing, cardboard or sorts. Kind of feels, newish, I would say. And yeah, it says "The Hunger." That's it. And
That's only one way to find out.
as it hands onto your hand, Thorin, it just stops vibrating.
What did you do?
I don't know. And Thorin opens the book to flip through the pages.
Seems like seems like a cool book.
Seems
At
like
least
a cool book.
Yeah.
at least it's not vibrating anymore. It was giving me all sorts of anxiety.
Do you take a moment to read it?
Yeah,
Or
quickly browse through it, at least the contents page.
okay, please make an investigation check for us real quick.
Can I aid him?
Sure.
I'll aid him.
It's with advantage.
Please take advantage. Thorin, I think you should go to your character sheet. Top right पे cogwheel होगा. Make sure every roll is advantage. Okay.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Yeah. Sometimes I like to pull disadvantage without telling, so it kind of.
Huh?
I mean, I do narrate a lot of things, so if I tell you disadvantage before the roll, then it's like it's not fun. Yeah,
Um,
it's great with rating. As you read through the book, it
Next
mentions
level.
it's about a a presence called Hadar, and it's insatiable hunger for consuming things. And as you keep reading about it, you read that it's a entity that doesn't have a demonic or abyssal roots. It's something else, an aberration of sorts, something that a lot of investigators have been, have different opinions. There's a sub part of the book after you skim through a couple of pages, and it tells how people they bequeath to Hadar, and they open these portals of tendrils, and they're able to harness the power of Hadar. And these so-called warlocks work to take life in a different form, in a parasitical form, almost like how fungus or fungus behaves on a tree. It just takes its mind, and it tries to put it in a autopilot mode for its own purposes. And it tells you about stuff like this. There's this that these warlocks, for their own hunger and their need for power, they bequeath to this Hadar figure, and w- with these powers they are able to at some time just become autopilot, and they just end up serving this being. And that's what the stories say. It's like how different people have stories, so it's one of those stories. There is also a story which details how fungus grows and how this grows. So it's compilation of different authors notes and stories written into a book, which is compiled by a nameless being. There is no author per se of the book. But yeah, there's also some contradicting rumors that you read. But yeah, this is like one of the big things that appear 2 or 3 times.
I snap the book shut and hand it over to Renki for your collection.
Oh, okay. What is in it?
Oh, well, it's not light reading. I'll give you that. It's about a bunch of power hungry warlocks who summon this thing called Hadar.
Power hungry warlocks.
Yes,
Wait, let me just hold on. Let me.
have a quick look.
I take a quick look and is any I'm trying to look for specific things that is related to what Victor described to me. The rituals that he was, running away from these people.
Mm.
Is there any relevance in this book to that?
Um, should I do a perception check, Dungeon Master?
No, it's about you, man, what you've been through. So if you want, you can tell those stories to this guy, and if something similar uh, kind of thing that comes up in the book, I'll let uh, Renki know.
Uh,
So
okay.
Yeah,
So, precisely what do you want to know?
Renki, you can
I
ask him the questions.
no I want to know if I want you to describe to me what exactly like happened when you first witnessed these rituals, because this book might have some clue to what we're up against if they ever catch us or catch you for that matter.
Man, listen, I wish I was more helpful in that scenario. Uh, but like I told you, the first time I explained was how it went down. I was in the middle of a town with some other girl, and then some multiverse shit happened. And all of a sudden, I was brought into this hellfire kind of a thing. And it was just going through a white trip as though I was drunk 13 times over. And whatever caused me, I know it was not of this world. But a concrete definition of what happened, I cannot provide you because I went from a different place to another different place with some otherworldly contraptions on me. So I'm afraid I'm
Interesting.
going to be of no help here.
Victor, it felt like that you were trapped in a endless dream of sorts.
Yeah. It's like a dream cycle. Like that was the whole thing. It was like what was a minute might have been like aeons there because I for me it was like an eternity almost of sorts.
Wait, I didn't realize both of you claim to be from different worlds.
What do you mean? I think. My story was properly steeped in multiverse. I was literally pulled from another campaign.
I mean that is the meta story of it. You technically, I mean,
We're used to this guy breaking the fourth wall at this point, so
yeah,
we just
yeah.
gloss over that.
Out of character or whatever, like how can DM be out of character, man? I need to have a better term for it. So, uh,
Oh, that's
for
fine.
you, Udit, uh, I remember when we had this conversation 5 6 months. You wanted to play the same character, right?
Yes,
So
yes.
what I told you, right? This is the same world.
Mhm.
So it's like you have one instance being in North America, the next instance you are in Australia. So it's like you are somewhere else in a different place, in a different continent,
So
in a
it's just a geographical.
it's a geographical thing, and it's like you don't remember anything. For
Right,
you just wake up the next day. It was as if that you have to a different corner of the world,
right.
but you also remember that so many days and you know basically it was an endless dream. But when you saw the क्या बोलते हैं, the newspaper and Candlekeep or whatnot, you realize the date is just 1 week.
Yeah, yeah, I'll fill this part. Just let me do
Yeah,
that.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Go ahead.
So again, Renki, you ever feel that? You ever have that dream where you just felt like you're living an entire life in something else, and then you probably wake up and you're like, "Oh wait, it was just an afternoon."
Okay. Yes, I
Yep.
have.
Yeah. What kind of a dream was that?
Well, I was having a dream where I was back home and my father was trying to kill me.
Mhm.
Just another Sunday afternoon, huh?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then I woke up and then I was back in chains. But yeah, typical
Oh,
Sunday
what is
afternoon.
right? Just imagine if that part with your dad just went for on a loop for almost all of Elwyn's life.
Oh no.
Yeah. And then you wake up and then you realize it was probably just
Are you sure you're not exaggerating?
That's
no, I'm
a
not exaggerating. This is a perfectly 1:1 accurate description of what happened.
this is a
Um,
bigger nightmare for Elvin than me.
I'm well,
Is there any way
not.
you can push it? There is no way you can. On what basis are you going to say that I'm lying?
I'm not saying you're lying. I'm just saying you might be exaggerating. I've lived a long time, you know.
Yes, and I'm trying to imply that this was a very, very long time that I had to endure this. And
Well then,
well,
I know
then,
who's really old now.
Well then,
yeah.
Great.
So,
Moving on.
so, so you just, so yeah. Just imagine I was in another place, fighting a dragon, relaxing after that. All of a sudden, I spend an eternity in hell almost. I come back, butt naked, have this weird otherworldly things on me, and I imagine like I'm probably aeons old at this point, but everything about me physically has not changed. And
Oh,
I see the date, and it's just a day had passed. Uh,
and
it's
these otherworldly things, you never had them when you were fighting this dragon.
no, that was actually a pretty normal fight actually. You want me to tell you about it? It was actually a really crazy story. I sung this dragon a whole song. All of my friends were dead, and it was wild. It
Sang
was
a
just a song.
song?
Yeah, I sang a
Holy
song to a
shit.
dragon, and it fell asleep in the middle of a huge battle. We're all gonna die. It was badass, dude. You should have been there.
I should have.
Yeah.
Who has the highest inception keh raha hu, what the fuck, insight out of
I'm
you?
rolling insight on that anyway.
Because highest insight,
I wouldn't roll
latest
inside on that.
who has the highest insight? Oh, +5. Yeah, that's fine.
Plus
That
five,
has to be
yeah.
the highest.
I wanted to do it naturally, but you guys decided to roll, but that's cool.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
natural insight
Should
of
I
15,
should I be
passive insight of
doing
15, but I rolled 11, so 11.
I don't think I
Uh,
don't think Renki is a character to do that.
yeah.
He'll just
Go-
believe Victor.
Yeah.
uh, Renki, do you want to also do it? I thought you.
No, it's fine.
Okay. Elwyn, you feel like this guy could be boasting, but you also feel the time that you've spent. I mean, for the most people, you feel like he might be boasting or, over exaggerating. But the fact that you've known him for last couple of days, you've spent time with him, you realize that's his flair, that's his, inner charisma talking. And for the most part, he has been through what he said he is. But there is one part. Since you got 11, I'm gonna give you one thing. When he said that everything is perfectly fine, when he mentioned that it felt like eons have been passed away, and when he says everything was perfectly fine, you feel like not everything was fine.
Clearly, everything was not perfectly
Yeah,
fine.
yeah. Because when you find him, yeah, his pecker was a little bit, his pecker was,
Jesus.
hugging his thighs.
Dude,
Very
you should have said this properly, dude. Like as the narrator, and everything was not, in
Not-
fact,
In fact,
perfectly fine.
Sticker was wide in display, and throbbing for the world to see.
Yeah.
Everything was fine for this guy, except his little weenie. He was scared, and yeah, and you remember that. But besides that, for
I'm
the
not
most
lying,
part,
dude.
yeah, for the most part, he's telling truth about what happened. You believe him?
So I'm gonna look for. I'm look for rituals. I'm going to look for otherworldly contraptions. I'm going to look for symptoms of what do you say, mind-bending nightmares and eternity-related jargon in this book specifically.
There's
So-
mention of fungus who acts on some shrubberies, plants, grasses, and it basically envelops itself onto those plants and shrubberies and grasses and trees. And after some time, it just goes on to autopilot. And after some time, they themselves become autopilot. If in the case of warlocks, so there is mention of this case of mind takeover, but nothing explicitly said. It doesn't explicitly say anything of that sort. It's just that people become autopilot mode, and the warlocks who even cause this kind of magic and stuff, who revere this god or entity or whatever aberration or whatever this thing is, after some time they also end up becoming autopilot. So this is the very subtle kind of information that's written there. So it's not very directly in quotes, mind takeover control, but it does mention that facts. Besides that,
And anything related to like random teleportation?
nothing related to teleportation.
Okay. So I don't know how to tell you this, Victor,
Mm-hmm.
but I'm afraid you must have smoked some fungus.
I've smoked a lot of
Of
fungus. So I
course.
don't know what.
That
You
does
did
explain it,
drugs?
Ranky.
That makes so much sense.
I've smoked a
Right.
lot of fungus over time, so I don't know what year.
That and
You're just proving Ranky's point.
according to this book, warlocks do have information on how to curate these fungus and use it for making their victims go into autopilot. So I'm guessing your eternity must have put you into autopilot mode and moved you from point A to point B.
So I literally sleepwalked. Wait, how many kilometers did I sleepwalk, Dungeon Master?
21,378 kilometers.
21,300. So,
I mean,
so
That's
I-
some strong stuff, dude.
I mean, the coastal movement is 17,000 something. So I'm just assuming it's like 1.5 times of from one point to another point. So almost like 21,000. So.
Elwyn makes an exaggerated show of like counting on her fingers. Yes. 357 times the 3 multiplied by 5 minus 4.
Okay.
Yeah, seems doable.
So-
Seems
right,
doable
so I-
in 4 days. Nice.
Oh my
So I
god.
sleepwalked 21,738 steps in that. Yeah, that must have been some potent stuff. I mean, that sounds quite feasible actually.
Wow. I can't imagine what they must have been doing to you when you were under this spell.
Was there nobody? Does that mean I'm? Is there a world record for the longest walk without any resources or without any thing? Can I register myself in
Hey,
retro?
hey,
Hold
stop,
on.
stop. I'm gonna have to ask you to stop, please. Thorin hasn't created his own. He hasn't perfected his brand of Guinness. So there is no Guinness Book of Records right now in this world.
Hey, Thorin,
So
you might want to make that your first entry.
When I have a book of records, I will be old and in Mithril Hall again. But on to more pressing matters, gentlemen.
And this will be your first entry.
Definitely.
Cool.
The
Good.
first of many adventures.
I mean, today Michelin is known less for its tires, more for its, a tour guide, Michelin 1 star, 2 star, 3 star
What?
restaurant.
Michelin makes tires?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, but they are only known for, Michelin star.
Come on, no, man. We
Dude,
know the Michelin man and
So,
all of
about
that.
yeah,
I
Michelin
actually
star.
thought they were different things.
No, yeah,
In my
they're,
head.
they're, they're the
Wow.
same thing. They're the
no,
same thing.
they use it as
Really?
a,
That's
Yeah.
surprising.
basically in
That's super
1920s.
surprising.
When I heard about the Michelin star, I was like, what? The tire company?
Yeah,
No
yeah.
way, dude. And then it
So
turns out it actually is the
it
fucking tire
actually is.
company. dude.
Fuck, that's insane.
I'll
Why?
tell you
What?
briefly. In 1920s, Michelin, people had these cars and they need to replace them. So Michelin started to promote this city-wide, tour guide, and it would tell you, come over here, and we around our places there are these amazing restaurants you can do. So a lot of restaurants would pay them money to be on their book, and what it will do is people will be like, "Acha, theek hai, humko khana hai, we have to rest and whatnot." So we'll go to that restaurant and we'll also get our car fixed and whatnot. So
Yeah,
it became a symbiotic relationship, and at the after the end of the century, I don't think anyone used Michelin tires, but everyone feels like Michelin is like the top class cadre of elite foods and chefing. Yeah, so
It's like top class pivot of business.
yeah, so it began as a promoting tool. So like, yeah. Hey, your beer might not be super popular, but your book might be.
Of my beer, my single malted liquor.
Yeah, this is
Beer
the
is
first entry.
much.
Who I think Renki could do the bookkeeping. Renki, you should buy some more books and start writing the world records people have done from today.
So hang on. If I walk 21,000 kilometers, that does explain a lot of things. Where the more the fatigue set in, the more my feet started bleeding, the more intense the pain became in my dreams.
It explains why you drink for sure.
Right.
Right.
I've heard horror stories where they use their victims to push carriages and stuff, just like cattle. You might
Uh,
have been helping them move
Victor,
their stuff.
Victor, if you make
But
an
I'm glad you're out
intelligence
of
check-
this.
Victor, if you make an intelligence check, I'll say you're trying to think of something, and if you roll good, I'll tell you of one thing.
Oh,
Of
get your rolling.
Yeah, go ahead.
Hang on. What is this depressing music? Dude? Why is it playing in such a weird?
Please haven't changed around. Sorry.
Yeah.
It's just.
Just imagine we
I was
all go
talking
to
to
a
Thorin.
flashback
I was
of
talking to
Victor
the start of
remembering the
the.
past, that he
Yeah,
was
I was
being
talking to
used as
Thorin at the
cattle.
start.
Why is this intelligence saved, dude? Cheek. Hang on.
Yeah, why are you doing saves though?
I don't know, dude. Okay. Wow. Okay, this was worse.
Let's
Okay.
take the first one.
I'll give you something with the 4 because you are trying to think. Okay. Victor, one of the moments that you recall in your endless overgoing, overarching loop of dreams was you felt like you were in a very. Please change this
Oh,
Harry
this is
Potter
too
music. This is
Harry
too
Potter and like
This
the
is
first
coming
book.
of age story.
too
Suddenly,
optimistic for this song. No, please change. Can I change? Can only I change?
I think so.
Oh man, It's in Hydra music player, by the way, guys. You can, if you can try to see if it works, if it changes for you. Yeah, this is fine. Victor, one of the stories you remember is you in a dark, cold, icy place, like devoid of vegetation and everything. Everything felt wilting and on. One day you decided to, the rains kept on going for days on end. You felt like you've been walking for 14 days. But at one point of time, the darkness and the wilting and the basically the dark background, uh, foreground and background changed into white. Like you've almost reached the North Pole or South Pole of this world. You remember seeing an entity which was very huge, like a spider with probably 100 tendrils. Man, let me
What?
reduce the volume. Uh, give me a second. Oh, right. Yeah. Give me a second. Just a second. Yeah. Victor, you remember seeing this entity, this spider, almost like 200 feet in length, with 100 tendrils instead of legs. And whenever you decide to move away from it the first time, or whenever you decide to move away from it, it felt like it was going bigger and bigger and bigger, and it's coming near you and near you and near you. It happened on end, but it never came to meet you. And after some times of 2 or 3 hours, it was just poof, gone. It was nowhere near you.
Right.
And then you recall, after it happened for like 7 days, on the eighth day you decided, fuck this. It just creeps all over me. It doesn't do anything. It's fucking intimidating, but I'm not gonna let it intimidate me. So you decided to actually go near it, and every time you decided to go near it, it just shrunk in size, like from 100 feet to probably 80, 70, 60, 20, 5. But you would never be able to go near it. As you started to get near it, you felt like the distance isn't stopping. Maybe
Understood.
both of you are moving at the same speed, or you don't know. Every time you started to go towards it, it just felt like it's going and it's going. And every time you started to actually step on it, gain some steps on it, it felt like it's shrinking and shrinking.
Mm.
But you were never able to actually touch it, or be in its very close vicinity. You kept at it to second day, third day, it just kept on shrinking and shrinking, but you were never able to reach it. And after 2 days of doing it, on the third day, it just poof, it was 650 feet behind, southwest of you, bigger in size, mammoth size, 120 feet size. So every time you would go closer to it, it would become smaller, and every time you would try to go away from it, it would become bigger and bigger, and it would try to gain on you. So and it had like 100 or maybe more tendrils for its legs. And yeah, the nightmares were very vague and very stupid. And the fear factor was not that they looked kind of outwardly. The fear factor was you had no idea what the fuck was going on. Whenever you decide to do something, it just your senses, it did not follow the logic of the world. When you went towards it, you would never be able to touch it, and it would go smaller. And when you would go away from it, it would become larger. So you remember that. And that's on you, man. You got a natural one.
That is
Wow.
some wild ass thing, dude.
Yeah. So it was like, yeah, you had no idea what was going on. So you remember this tale. As you know, as your friends try to talk to you, this memory doesn't escape you. I mean, there were other things, and I'll let you know when you do this roles. But yeah, this is something. Yeah.
4 times 5. Okay, is anybody asking me any questions right now? Because I've lost track of what was happening.
I'm just gonna I'm since I kind of confirmed that this is sort of related to Victor's
Yeah.
dilemma. I want to know what what these warlocks intend to do, if there's any clue to that in this book. Like part of their research might give some clue of what they're trying to achieve.
It would. Please make another investigation check for me, and I will let you have an advantage because you know what you are searching for. So,
Okay.
and you found 2 or 3 stanzas or pages where it was. So, I'm gonna
Investigation?
yeah, with an advantage. Yeah. Okay, 13 is decent. With the 13, you realize that the word I don't know, man. What's the word? I'll tell you in like in the feeling sort of way, man. Words are not coming to me. Basically, to make sure everything is same, they want everything to be same. Everything, everyone under the same banner. Everyone to follow one culture, religion, God. Everyone to wake up at the same time. Everyone to do same thing. Basically, basically one banner of sorts, the whole world
Hmm.
doing one thing, working for one aim. And basically everyone just it, remove any possibility of diversity, individuality. Everyone just working for, I don't want to say greater good, but working for something, one thing. It's basically, the words are the ramblings of the writers. So this is what you get in what he meant.
Okay.
Yeah.
And any note of what this group is called? This group of warlocks?
You find 4 or 5 kinds of names, like 5 6 types of different names, and 1 or 2 of them you feel like were probably fakes. 1 2 of them you have heard them, when you were a kid from your place. So you feel like these are already established clans, or uh, gang groups. They're already established and they follow a different aim. But these
Hmm.
guys take their name, these guys basically, like let's say there is Robin Hood and corporation. Okay, Robin Hood's bands of thievery. So they will take the name of Robin Hood band of thievery and they do their own stuff. Okay,
Hmm.
if you know,
Okay.
they'll adopt already established gang names, group names, clan names, or cult names, and they will do their own work. So they work in, they don't bring out their own identity. They try to get into different clans and work from them, influence people, and work, by joining them, instead of forming an open alliance, or forming a open, here is our address, here is our headquarters,
Hmm.
here is our name. They're basically, in the
So what
shadows.
is their parent name? Like the Robin
that
Hood you mentioned.
that's what I'm saying. You can find probably 20 30 different names. You
Okay.
can I'm gonna say you can literally Google cult names, and they have 30 40 of those cult names
So
in the
these
book.
cults, so okay, so what I'm getting at is this, that these cultists are actually disguising themselves
Yep.
among us.
Yep. Among different groups of people, not exactly, n- not exactly, spy or living double identity. These are the people who, let's say, Hadrian, oh sorry, yeah, Hadrian mentioned Zentarim, the underground group, right?
Right.
That Elwyn is, on the leads of. They will join Zentarim. They'll do Zentarim work, okay, but secretly they'll the top people who will, start to, from clerk to thief to, as they raise ranks, they'll shift their focus. Whatever cult or group they join, they when they raise in seniority, the people, they will shift their aim to the symbolism of Handar and its rules. So and it's very subtle. So it's not like suddenly one day a new CEO says, okay, we're gonna scrap this model and we're gonna do something else. They are being very subtle. They do very little shifts of ideology that the people under them don't realize. They are like, huh, we are Zentarim, we are dealing with black marketing of items. But what black items they will deal in, things that help Hadar and this fungus scenario that they're trying to form. So it's like very subtle.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fine. I'll just. Is
You could
Elwyn
write
here?
this in.
Sorry, is
You could,
Victor here?
you could
Yes, I
probably
am.
write. You could probably write this into your notebook that this is
I'm
one
here.
of
I'm
the
here. I'm
ways
here.
Okay.
to find what their real name is or who they are. But like, yeah,
Okay.
it's like one of those things you
But
won't find.
one of the names that sprung up was Zentarim,
Sure. Yeah.
because we've been seeing this name recurring on many
Yep.
occasions.
Yep. Keeps coming
You,
back
you,
and again.
you heard Cult of Asmodeus, you heard Zentarim, you heard Silver Adders. These,
Fought Zentarum, right?
Yeah.
In the previous campaign.
yeah, you did.
Silver Adders also is a.
Yeah.
Silver
the
Adders is a
one-
name that was mentioned in this?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Arleon
Claws.
and Flend. Yeah, claws.
Okay.
So I would say
Out of
whatever.
character, another thing is in Mazfroth also it was written about them infiltrating people, wolf among sheep,
Yeah.
Oh wow, I
lycanthropes.
would not have caught that. That makes
Okay.
sense.
By the way, Thorin, I recalled the god who created lycanthrope was Grazith. If I said I forgot the name, I wrote down in my notes. So I went back and saw the name was Grazith, GRAZ''ZT. So there's Cult of Asmodeus, there is Silver Adders, there is Zentarium, and you can Google and you can find 20, 30 names in Forgotten Realms. You find most of them are in this book. Mentioned that the followers of Hadars have some
One
use
of
for
them is the daddy,
one of them
and
is
the
Daddy.
others are puppets.
One of the groups?
Is the place where it's out of character. Is where it might be
Oh.
originating from, and basically whoever's controlling this web like a fungus would be in one of these groups.
Okay.
But that's out of character. I don't know what you've read yet.
Yeah, no, that make yeah. Is this DM? Is this fungus
Mhm.
somewhat somewhat similar to what we've seen on the rock that we encountered in Dasbadur?
The answer is yes.
Fuck
Nice.
God.
Whoa, what's that story, guys? Please recap. Das Vidur.
Yeah, Dasbadur. So the
Das
town.
Vidur.
Yeah, Dasbadur is the town where we actually met for the first time. We just like Elwyn and a couple of other adventurers who are not here with us right now. That we wanted to save that town from a disease that was spreading. And what happened was that we encountered a little boy who was actually fiddling with some stones that they found near the water bodies of the town, and they happened to have a fungus which was actually causing the people to go mad. And this led us to fill in the blank, who was the what do you say, the protector of the town, the artificer who was
I see.
yeah,
That's where he's from.
that's where he's from. So fill in the blank is actually the protector of the town, and he sent us on a journey to Candlekeep to solve this mystery. And he said the great wizard Metalis was going to help us, and Metalis was actually in trouble himself in his own study. And that's where we found Victor trapped in another painting dimension.
Nice.
And after what do you say, a few mysteries in that painting, we finally found out Fist Hand, another wizard, which is supposedly a grand, what do you say, he was locked there for a reason, and upon our escape, he escaped with us. So now he's free along with us, but we're safe, but maybe not the world anymore.
And side note, he also took the body of your friend.
And he
Look,
took one of our friends as well.
as these guys debated the body of the apparent body of his hand, or maybe his true body, it turned into a puddle of water. The ice melted from his body, and it just turned into nothing. And next second, Beog had his voice, and he just stormed off, casted what was his spell? Misty Step, yeah, the one he was using to teleport left and right. He casted Misty Spell and he just went somewhere else. You decided to search for him, but he was not nowhere to be seen. And yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
So yeah, so that's basically where
Quite the
this
story.
fungus is originating from.
Yeah.
And the source of the fungus that is actually been doing this is by Fist Hand. So I'm guessing whatever these warlocks are up to, they're probably in cahoots with Fist Hand.
Where is Fist Hand currently? In
Fist
the wild, in the wind.
Fist Hand is just a wizard that is mentioned in a book. Apparently, he was a great wizard right here in Candlekeep. But things turned awry. For him, at least.
Oh, we take any decisions. I just want to ask one question.
Mm-hmm.
Would
Go
the
ahead.
solving of this mystery constitute something like what Metalis was talking about? Like something we do for Candlekeep, which makes us readers access to the library, yada yada.
I would say so. Because if this finding is this book is a very big clue to leading back to Fist Hand. The fungus, the warlocks that were chasing, or rather, now that we know that Victor was mind controlled all this time, we don't know how many others are being mind controlled. Right here in Candlekeep, for that matter.
My head is swimming since I've got here. There have been so many names of shadowy organizations within organizations. It's almost like a fungus in and of itself, a fungus on Candlekeep.
I chuckle and you're not wrong. The moment I stepped foot in this land, I wasn't so, let's just say, puzzled as much as I am right now. Since this whole thing in Dasbadur began.
Is there any involvement of a possible mind flare?
Maybe. I cannot
I mean,
confirm this.
the big spider, the mind flare has 8 tendrils. That spider had 100 tendrils, so maybe
I know.
Okay.
maybe that was it.
I
That
know.
was-
So that's why I made that kind of connection.
Yes. Oh, right. Okay, okay.
Oh, you're trying to connect your out of character. You're trying to connect your hallucination with mind flare.
Yeah.
Understood. Makes sense.
But I said it in character, like.
Okay. Oh, you said it in character. Okay. So yeah, then I'll say the same thing that yeah, it's possible.
I mean, there is something I have not brought it up,
Yes.
and I don't know if it was my imagination. But if you're interested in hearing, I could tell it.
Any more information on solving this would be of great help.
Let's go.
See, I don't know at what point the reality faded and what point the dream started. And frankly, at this point, I can't tell the difference between dream and reality. There could just be two parts of the same coin. But I do remember there was a place very cold. How I got there, I have no idea. I do know that it was a time long past. I did walk for a long time, so it was somewhere very deep in the middle. And I did walk very deep into what people would call. I don't know. I can only term it as mountains of madness. But I was there, deep within those places. And at this point of time, the geometry of everything started like dissolving. It did not seem to. I could not tell whether I was on the ground or what was the ground, and what I was seeing. Was I seeing just one prism? Was I seeing 23? Or all I could know that I locked eyes with two fairy globes, and there were 100 massive tendrils that were coming out, right? And
Creepy.
at yes, and at this point of time, this was, I can't even tell you the perspective how it was. It was like I've seen everything through a kaleidoscope and everything like blended. It was like, okay, anybody has a piece of paper here?
I you don't say, and I take out a piece of paper from my bag and take out my calligraphy kit. And here, go
Right.
ahead.
And I put this paper up front, right?
Okay.
I'm like, okay, so you're seeing this paper as you're seeing it, right? It seems flat to you,
Mm-hmm.
right? This is how you believe. Now imagine this flat surface is exactly how you see everything, right?
Right.
And imagine the face of a thousand tendrils and whatever's attached to that. And now I slowly start bending that paper, flat page into some sort of like a cone,
Okay.
right? And that is how reality was distorting for me, the perception. And at the center of the cone was still that thing. And within these
So you were
mountains of
still
madness,
seeing the center of this.
yes.
Once upon a time.
And okay, what? I lost my train of thought. Where did that come from?
I ended the nightmare.
Probably for the best. Yes.
I am looking into the cone and make a small hole, and I look at Adina from that small hole. Yes. Once upon a time.
Once upon a time.
You have to say it. You have to say it now.
I was gay.
Um.
Uh, and
Improv. I
Oh, you're practicing improv, Victor. Why don't you help Adina with this?
I mean, normally I would more than love to digress, but what does that have to do with my multi-dimensional story that I'm currently going on?
That is true. Are you saying the thing that he was seeing in the center was gay?
Is that what you're saying, Adina? Do you know about this thing?
yeah.
Wow. Can I roll
Okay.
insight on this?
Go ahead. Please do. It will give the DM the chance to elaborate his own wicked story. Please,
My insight
Renki,
is shit, but let's sure,
please give
man.
us.
Roll a 1.
Oh,
Yeah.
You actually rolled.
Yeah.
God fucking damn
You have been cursed.
okay.
Adina wins.
Oh no. This is a moment to remember.
Yes. Femboy is OP, man.
I swear.
Okay. As you try to comprehend his on the spur story, what you comprehend is like you kind of believe what he's saying, like
Kind
that
of, huh?
yeah, that kind of though you are not certain if what he says makes sense, but though you really deep down want to believe. And
Okay.
what his story basically boiled down to is all those kidnapping, or he got transported from one place to another, was probably done because someone lusted for Victor, and Victor is asexual, so he probably put him in a trance. So the other guy was hoping to be gay, and Victor wasn't gay, so they just put him into a
So they
spell.
took advantage of an asexual person?
Yeah. They could not take a no, so they took him away from his home and put him in a That's what Adina's
Victor, I'm
story
so
is.
sorry.
Okay, very well, very well. So internally, I'm like, okay, how do I play this off? All right, I'll make this addendum. Go back to the cone, and there in the center of this was this 100 very gay tendrils.
Okay. Sure.
And they very gaily were reaching out through the end of this wider cross section of the cone from the thinner cross section.
Okay.
Okay.
But there was something very strange about this. It was, imagine at any point in your normal dimension, you would imagine to be only at one point, right? Where there is a horizontal axis, vertical axis, and a z-axis, and that is your location, right, Renki?
Correct.
But it was different. In this vision,
You got took an advantage from all sides. Is that what you're saying?
wait, hang on.
Okay.
I cut this cross section and on a 2D sphere it becomes a circle, right? And
Yeah.
I was on the entire circumference.
You're on the. Oh, okay. I see it now.
Yes. And there at the point where the tip of this cone were these 1,000 gay tendrils coming out from.
Holy shit.
And it was scary, but I don't know, for some reason I didn't see many fear of sexual violation. It was a fear of some other primordial thing, probably. But I guess sexual violation can be primordial as well. Never mind, I'm digressing. Anyway.
I'm digressing is the understatement of the evening.
Again. Go on.
Focus
But
on the cone.
Focus. Let's focus.
I thought this campaign was called I'm Digressing.
I'm digressing.
I need you to focus on this cone.
Yes,
right?
yes.
Because it's important.
My eyes are focused.
For whatever reason, at the tip of this cone, it feels like, imagine when you're seeing at a sunset, you see the sun. When you're looking at at a sea at the sunset, you see the sunlight and the sea meet, right? You see that thing. It's almost like the meeting,
Yeah.
and that's what the tip seemed to me.
Correct.
So for some whatever reason, I was moving towards it.
Just the tip.
And just the tip of these 1,000 hit tendrils.
Okay.
It drew me in.
I think I should stop. Right.
And I kept walking towards it. And it kept getting bigger and bigger.
Where are we going now? Okay, go on.
I mean,
This-
that's not a lie.
Yeah,
The thing really was growing.
This
bigger
is
and bigger.
amazing.
This is actually good improv. Connecting the two things, nice. Yes.
Okay. It keeps getting bigger.
Yes. And at every point when I thought I reached the tip, just like you see that intersection between the sun and the sea, it always seemed a bit far. It was like that mathematical formula of limit, right? Where a limit tends to 1. You almost come to 0.99999, but it's never truly 1, right?
Oh, I'm highly
And-
impressed by your knowledge in these things. Being a man of arts.
Mathematics is the most artistic thing out there, but I digress. Anyway,
Nice.
What have I done?
All right. So far, I'm getting the whole thing. Is there a
Right.
point to this?
I'm coming to this. It's not a point, it's a cross section, which I'm coming to.
Got it,
It's like,
got it.
I to decide to test my theory, what I'm going is truly insane or not, I walked backwards, right?
Uh-huh.
And it tried to, and the distance kept receding, but it didn't recede at the same time. So now it's like if I imagine this cone, and for whatever reason, I cut the cone into a smaller cross section. All right. Now you see,
The shaft.
now you see, yeah, no, now you see this figure, right?
I'm
And now
done.
there's a bigger circle and there's a smaller circle, right?
Right?
There's a bigger hole and there's a smaller hole,
Correct.
right?
Right.
As you're talking
Now,
about
normally
holes,
you would imagine if there was a hypothetically, imagine the tip is still there.
As you're talking about holes, the book in your hand starts vibrating. Surprisingly, or maybe not surprisingly, when you're talking about holes.
So now imagine if the tip is still there, right? That should still be the origin of these 1,000 gate tendrils, right?
That's true.
But no, it was this cross section when I receded further. And the more I receded, the more the origin became the cross sections. It doesn't make sense.
It does
My,
not.
my my hairline is receding after hearing all of
my,
this.
my brain has been blown.
Just the brain.
Just the brain.
And I'm like, in middle, I just crushed the entire cone. It has to be a mind flare.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Wow, that's
Yep.
that's an amazing explanation to something so bizarre that you have gone through.
Yeah. It was either cock flare or gay flare. Let's not call it mind flare.
Okay.
The
Okay.
crotch flare. Yes.
Understood. Understood.
This was the moment Victor decided, you know what? I think I am a A6.
So I'll just write in my notes, Victor was not taken advantage of in asterisk.
This was literally the most fantastical alien probe ever, dude.
Okay, all right.
The DM is trying to create a horror scenario. Adina and Victor is like, let's make it gay.
I'll take all of these symptoms that Victor has mentioned and
Yeah.
make a note of this on a parchment.
Yeah.
As well as I'm going to put notes on these groups that we found out that are trying to infiltrate, like the Silver Adders and Zentarim. Okay. And possible others. I'll mention these things in the notes in this parchment.
Yeah.
And what else did we find in this? Right.
You also found
the
out
fungus connecting back to fist hand. I'll mention this as well.
Yeah. You can write this in the notes for your brevity.
Haha, no, why I'm specifically mentioning this is because I want to make a parchment specifically highlighting these things so I can give it back to Metalis.
Yeah. That's why I'm telling you, if possible.
I'll write it down.
this-
Okay, yeah, I'll
yeah,
write it down for sure.
yeah.
I'll do it. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I take these points and I'll write it.
And
to
you
one
also
parchment.
write, Adina and Victor are probably going through shit life syndrome. Probably. Shit life or maybe
Sure.
gay life syndrome. Gay life syndrome. Okay.
And what was this?
Okay.
What was this book called?
The Hunger.
Okay.
Oh
sure.
no.
The
The
Hunger
Hunger.
of Hadar.
Got it.
No, just the Hunger. Just the Hunger. It was about Hadar, but the book is called The Hunger.
The Hunger.
The
Okay.
Hunger. The tendrils of hunger. Yes. Yes. Hey, I said hunger, not thirst. Calm down, everyone. Okay. Okay, let's go back to Mazfroth's mighty digressions.
Found.
The digressions have been pretty mighty, I'll say that much.
Yes.
I'll
Okay.
say Thorin, I am pretty sure this must have been a big amount of info to swallow. So
Been rough.
yeah, I don't know if you can help more, but maybe that Mazfroth's mighty digressions could give us more clue into it if you could look into it. I'll just continue writing my findings on this parchment till then, if that makes sense.
Is there any mention in Mazfroth of Hadar?
You looked at the book 2 times and it did not. But if you want to have another look, you can go ahead.
Yeah, I'd like to have a look at it again.
Definitely.
Is there no mention of Hadar?
Did you roll
Roll what, sorry?
investigation? You're trying to
I am
clear
so sorry.
the
Yes, please stop
pages.
for a second.
All good. You skim the pages, having some idea where you were looking. You had some idea of where you read the previous stanzas, and you try to skim between the two passages and the two, pages. You're not able to find anything in the book. Mazfroth's Mighty Digressions. You find no mention of Hadar in your limited 10 minutes of reading the book.
Mazfroth doesn't mention Hadar. That could be deliberate, or maybe agents of Hadar have taken over. I don't know. Mazfroth was maybe an agent of Hadar. I'm not sure. But yeah, Mazfroth does not mention Hadar.
You say this out loud?
Yeah, I say this out loud.
Okay. Could you remind me what the group of Hadar are?
That's in this black book
It's in
about
this.
the hunger. I saw it first and then I gave
Oh,
it to
okay,
you.
okay. They are another group. Okay.
Warlocks, the fungus, all of that.
All right, all right. I shall add that to the parchment as well.
All right.
Uh,
I would say that's what you investigate through the book Hunger.
okay.
Yeah. In front of you lies the dilapidated, what was previously a very pristine copy of Mazfroth's Mighty Digressions. It had a very old cover, though as if it was trying to pretend to be an old book so it can be easily brought up into Candlekeep, or maybe something else. Or there could be other 2 or 3 reasons, like someone was trying to be secretive about it, or maybe it had another purpose. But right now in front of you lies this book, and you are far from where it originated, how it came back, and why this book had this energy soul into it. And what your friend Leon and friend Claw mentioned, only this book out of all these had a strong magical presence, but the rest smelt funny. Where are we going from this party?
I look at the others and I just roll the parchment and I think I should hand this over to Fist Hand and maybe we should take the next steps from there.
It seems to be, from what you mentioned, pretty close to the source of all of this. At least where you guys last saw the fungus.
Yeah.
Do you know where he is? His stand?
I'm afraid not.
He's blowing the wind.
Yeah. He could be anywhere at this point.
Who would know where he might be?
I actually, now that you mention it, there was an entire book dedicated to him.
Famous guy.
Yeah. That's how we landed up into the book in the into the painting in the first place. And that was in Metallis's chambers. Or his study rather.
All roads lead back to Metallis. We should at least update him about what happened in the last few minutes since he left, or hours. I don't know.
Definitely. Definitely. We should. Okay. If that's okay with everyone else, then let's go and give this info to Metalis and find out more about Fist Hand from the book. Or at least get our hands on it. Might lead us
And
to
please,
something else.
and please ask him if he can fast track this very process of at least allowing us free entry. I mean, even if you're not readers or whatever, we should have free access in and out of Candlekeep. That's not too much to ask.
Thorin, I see your angst to get into the ranks of Candlekeep. Is there any particular reason?
Not quite. I just want to be around Candlekeep. Got some matters I would like to, look into.
Okay.
Personal matters. Nothing important or anything. Nothing serious. No mystery about it or anything like that. Just someone I used to know. I just want to inquire about it.
Someone you
And
used to know. So you're looking for someone.
kind of. But I'm also here to find out. This is what I can tell you. This Hadrian, he told me about this sort of wheat mafia in and around Candlekeep, and they do have access to some really nice produce, which might, it's a good market. Candlekeep, a lot of academics tend to drink a lot. It's a good market, and I don't know. I mean, it's not unheard of
Can you
for
please
us to
stop
look at.
talking? It's annoying. You
Sorry,
mentioned wheat mafia.
who is that?
How the imp I'm keh raha hu, the fake creature.
Good God, I keep forgetting you exist. Ah,
Why would you mention that bugger?
I sometimes think
Why?
he's the real fungus here. But anyway,
Why would you
fungus
mention
like.
him?
No. I was just
Stop talking.
I was
Stop.
telling Renki a
Stop talking
story.
about him. Stop
I
talking about him.
wasn't telling you a thing. You were
No.
eavesdropping. That is considered rude.
He rudely crosses his arms and said, "Stop talking about him.
Ooh,
He already swindled me. You stop talking about him like he's a very cool guy. Fucking hates it guts.
Adrian?
No, the fucking meat mafia. Fucking hates his guts.
What do you think I'm talking about? Why don't you tell me?
wait, so you're telling me all this time that the people who swindled you were the mafia right here in Candlekeep?
Me? Oh, you're asking the fake.
I'm asking
Not-
the Fae.
Yeah.
Not in Candlekeep, but his clothes. Yes.
How close?
I don't know, 3 hours, 2 hours. Close
By walk?
by walk. I mean, I levitate, but you by walk, yes.
I'm lost.
Fair enough.
You
Thorin.
done
Wait.
with your you done with your little mystery? You didn't even find what the mystery was all about. I don't think you can.
Mystery is done in parts. It wouldn't be a mystery if it was solved right at the get-go.
All right, then go help me first. Then you can come back and solve it.
Yes.
Like a
I
kid
would-
demanding his uncles to do something for him, like a spoiled brat. He tries to throw the mystery under the broom, under the rug, and yeah, he tries to bring attention back to his predicament.
Okay, trying to pretend to show interest in this, but actually I'm more interested in Thorin. Yes, Thorin, tell us more how we could air quotes help this way. Tell me more about this mafia.
Not much. I think I'll figure them out once I get my bearings over here. First priority is to set up, not roots per se. A small rented home also, if I could call it my own, I'd be happy.
Oh wow,
And
I
then
didn't know you could settle down here in Candlekeep, but that would be amazing if that was a possibility.
around Candlekeep, if I could visit, that's fine. I just want to take in this area for a moment. It's
Okay.
on the coast. Baldur's Gate is not too far away. It'd be a good place to think about expanding my business. And you know, maybe
I'll
it's
interject you and say that if it's someone you're finding, don't hesitate to tell us, because if it's anything, we've also lost someone and we want to find them also. I would like to help you find this person that you care about as well.
I mean, he might be a reader over here. I'm not even sure if he's a reader over here. Um, he's a wizard. Goes by the name of Mako.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Uh,
That's a
he
good
told me.
start.
Yeah. But yeah, he told me that he might be over here around this time. Um, we haven't spoken in years, of course. It's been like 5 years since I've last spoken to him. But he did say he'll be here in 5 years. Yeah, he's an odd sort. Yeah, Marco, he's a funny guy.
Can I roll insight on this hesitation and coughing and...
Definitely, go ahead.
Okay. Yuck. But okay. What do I gain from this?
You feel like he has trouble fully opening it, and you find more like expressions of shyness, expressions of like it's really special and intimate to him, and expressions of him trying to contain his composure. Not to say, not to blurt out
Okay.
the topic.
Okay. Okay. All right. I don't want to pry too much in. I get the urgency. It must be someone very dear to you.
Yeah, I mean, it's
All right. We should run this name by Metalis. If he's definitely a reader around here, maybe.
yeah, I was hesitant. I was trying to come up with the right moment to ask Metalis, but he always seemed so much in a hurry, like he had important shit to do, and I'm fairly new
You know,
here,
you're
so
right. You're right. He probably is busy and he is doing some things. Maybe
hey,
someone
but
else can help. Then I think about this guy, the tiefling. Okay, I forgot his name. Irony, huh? So we can run it by Irony.
do that first, then ask Metalis.
Sure. It should be on the way, I guess. Let's find Irony.
Hey, Renki, thank you for asking.
No worries. Don't think since we're here, I guess we should take advantage of whatever possibility, right? If we leave,
Nonetheless,
I don't think we'll get this chance anytime soon. All right, let's go ahead. If everyone's okay, then I guess we search for Irony and then we head for Metalis.
Seems okay by me.
All right, so all of you folks are going to Metalis.
We're going to search for irony first.
Okay, great.
Irony, yeah.
Okay. Uh how do you search for it? Do you get out of the house of rest and search irony? Or what? How do you do
No,
it?
I'll go to the...
wait, isn't Irony the guard of the gate?
No. Irony
No.
is
The night shift guard was Oslo, one of the folks that you talked to, Oslo.
Irony again.
Irony is another wizard in
Irony-
Candlekeep, I guess. I don't remember
Oh.
exactly. Like an assistant to... That's what I imagine. As assistant to Metalis and other wizards around here. But definitely a person that will know a lot about the happenings in Candlekeep.
Yeah,
Very
especially
knowledgeable.
wizards. Yeah.
Okay. Uh, Also, I think wasn't Irony the one who tipped off Elwyn's lead,
No,
or who was that?
that was
Adrian.
H से नाम था कुछ उसका.
Hadrian.
Hadrian.
Can you
Hadrian
not
was
hear
the
me?
one. Okay. No, we heard you. We
Adrian
heard
is the
you.
guy in the House of Rest, man about
Can you
town.
repeat it? Hello.
Yeah, I can hear you. Oh, he can't hear us properly.
Hello.
Yes,
Gee,
we can hear you.
Araknyd, can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay. Okay. I mentioned Adrian, but like I thought you did not hear me. Okay.
Huh.
Okay. Okay. Yeah,
Okay.
he was Adrian. Yeah.
So is Hadrian also here in Candlekeep right now?
Yeah, Adrian was the one who helped you get in the Candlekeep at 3 a.m. in the morning by singing the
And
song on the
Hadrian is the
night
one
ladder.
also is a common thread for Thorin, I'm guessing as well.
Yeah, he knows Thorin and Adina.
Right.
Wait, so who's the mafia in Candlekeep?
oh, not the mafia in Candlekeep, a influential family who controls, like, the wheat fields around here. Could be a source of cheap supply for me.
Okay.
This wheat mafia or like this influential guy you're talking about would come 4 sessions ago. We would be doing his thing. God. Note to self. Yes. Never let players spend time in Candlekeep.
Okay.
Okay, let's go. Let's spend some more time. Let's go.
Sure. Let's go and me. I'm gonna go to the next place. Can you show the map? That medical area where we
I
fixed
can,
this guy.
I can, but should I? Should I?
What is
Honestly,
this, man?
honestly, should I?
Please. I need to know
Okay.
what the other place is called.
Yeah. Okay.
I can't see it.
It's loading for me a little
It's
bit.
loading for me also.
Yeah, it's halfway there. Yeah, but in front of you there's pillars of Pelaguri. There's your temple of Ogma, your house of rest,
Temple of
and
Ogma, that's the thing. Yes.
okay.
That's the one.
All right.
So I want to go to the Temple of Ogma and speak to the person who helped us earlier on to save the old man. So
The dwarf woman.
yes, the dwarf woman.
Okay. All right, so you guys hurry along and go towards the temple of Okma, and you find these three guys squatting around in a corner, lathered with black paint, and they give a look at you. And like someone caught a thief stealing, they try to take their eyes and look somewhere else, almost like they don't want to be get caught. But yeah, they scurry their eyes away from you, and you nonchalantly go past and go towards Temple of Ogma, and well, there is the assistant to Belladonna, who answers, says, I'm sorry, gentlemen, but Belladonna is busy with some sort of things. May I assist you with something? Is it urgent?
I'm looking for Irony. If it's possible to summon him, or at least find where his quarters are, that would be helpful.
I have no idea about Arby. Haven't seen him today. Not even yesterday. I don't know.
He was here when we got in, so he's not too far away.
All right.
I
but,
just want to know probably where we could possibly find him. If you don't know where he is, that's okay.
You might. Seekers and acolytes are usually permitted in House of Binders, or they would be reading books in Pillars of Pedagogy. So you might want to try there. Good day. Uh,
Thank you so
Peace be
much.
on you. Peace be on you. And she gives a hand out and turns back and goes inside.
Thank you so much. I almost opened my arms to give an awkward hug and realized this is not the time. And and
What sensibility from
Thorin flashes
Renki?
his awkward smile.
All right. So I would say you rush towards the emerald doors.
no,
No.
wait, House of Binder you said, na, first.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Where are you going? Emerald Door, House of Wonders, or Pillars of Pedagogy?
What's an emerald door?
It's basically the entrance to the proper library. This is like the open
Yeah,
quarters for people.
this is the
This is
outskirts
the
of the main Candlekeep.
Uh,
yeah. To
House
zoom
of
out,
Binders.
to
My
zoom
map
out.
hasn't updated for some reason. We're not in that courtyard area. I'm seeing a very interesting black and white map, actually.
Okay.
Is that not what we're supposed to see?
No.
Oh, wow.
Maybe refresh the page.
I did. Okay, I'm gonna just.
It sometimes take a moment to refresh because it's a 5-6 MB file. So
Oh, it's been a while. I'll just go back and check.
Okay.
Araknyd, you're here. Oh yeah, I
I'm
see.
here.
I see Elwyn. Okay. Oh yeah, yeah. He left. Okay, gotcha. Yeah. So Megaswap, what's the plan? Oh, Renki, what's the plan?
I want to go to House of Binder and find clothes of
Pick your token,
irony.
pick your token and just go there.
Where is my token? There it is.
Yeah.
Can you do that with my token as well? Because my map is not updated.
So okay, so you're going to the House of Binders?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. As you go near the house, this building which have a lot of people, uh, Adina, you should have this conversation with the party.
Okay.
Adina, you should have this conversation with the party now. What your thoughts are? Hello, Adina.
Yeah.
You- Please be open about your interests and interpretations and your whatever you want to do to the party.
I was going to make Adina go look for the mafia and not stick with the group because he feels bad for making the Fae wait.
Okay. So do you like just casually walk off and we notice you go, or is it like do you sneak out?
Probably casually walks off.
Hey, Adina, lad, where are you headed?
I'm going to find the mafia.
Well,
Or
so are
whatever.
we. So are we,
Oh,
lad. Check around.
the muff.
We're going to
Oh,
ask this guy Irony about the mafia as well. Don't worry, we'll get around to it. I want to find them as well. I want to get a bearing on them as well. But if you are really urgently headed there, I don't know. Wouldn't you want to ensure that you can come back to Candlekeep?
yeah. That's smart.
Well, it's up to you, but I sure would be glad to have you around for this. Well, what's turning out to be an investigation by the looks of it. Uh, yeah, the rest is up to you.
And then I'll go to Adina and be like, I give Adina a very awkward hug and say that, wow, this is amazing. You've this is the first time I've seen you take such great initiative after being my son.
So-
This is great.
Right.
This is the stuff I'd like to see with all my friends. This is amazing. So let's do one thing. Once we meet Irony, You take the lead in the questioning. Why? How about that?
Stick around for this one, and then you can.
Okay. Yeah, that's a good idea.
Onward.
All right.
Onward.
So you guys head towards the house of the Bonders. Adina having a refreshed and confident smile that in a moment he's gonna do the bulk of the talking and bulk of the adventuring and solving the mysteries. You head to the house of the Binder real quick to inquire about the RNA, and you see this rather rectangular building, with large stone boulders, made of large boulders, almost like uh, some giant has picked these boulders and made this hut, this huge room. These walls seems purely of huge field stones, and there lies in the middle of it a giant green iron double door, and it feels pretty, pretty ancient. And now that you look around, uh, you give a proper look, it kind of feels like maybe the most uh, archaic architectural sort of building around here in this place, now that you take a look at it. And it's right next to the hearth with, if someone is who has the highest arcana over here, or religion?
I think I
Is
have
anyone
Religion.
highest
is anyone
I have
arcana.
+4 religion.
are you proficient with it?
Yes.
Okay.
Ha ha ha.
I am proficient with arcana.
I
No,
am.
religion would be okay. Adina,
Okay,
yep.
cool.
I'm not good with anything.
Okay. Elwyn, you are able to recognize near the double door, the iron double doors. There is a figure, and it's a figure of the goddess Mistra, who, as you've heard rumors and known from your Elven culture, she was once a very powerful goddess of magic. And
Hmm.
unlike a lot of people, she got that job uh, after her sacrifices and whatnot. She was
Oh,
actually a human, so yeah,
Mitra.
Mistra,
Mistra.
MIS, yeah, MYSTRA. So
Hmm.
she a human who became the goddess of magic. So
Hmm.
it was
Um,
it's a pretty huge deal, and maybe it's a way to, recognize that even humans can do everything when they put their mind into it.
Yeah.
And to commemorate that, there is a statue of goddess Mistra near the house of binders.
So, what is her story exactly? Because this has some bearing on like whether I like her or not.
This is the story I told you, that she sacrificed themselves. She was a female uh, human,
Yeah.
didn't have a lot of great cultural, didn't have great magical magic in her. She was just a very hard worker, and she grew up and she took the mantle of goddess of magic. And she
Okay.
was very dedicated to studying, she was very dedicated to finding mysteries, she was dedicated to finding what can be done of weave. Basically, she was, let's say, the Ramanujan of magic. And
Okay. Fair enough.
she ascended to become, you can say, Aryabhatta, Ramanujan, of magic. And she ascended to become the goddess of magic at one point of time. So
Fair enough.
the,
I'm neutral towards her.
yeah,
Okay.
okay. So
I'll point
as
it out. I'll say that's caricature of the goddess Mistra, goddess of magic.
Oh, all right. Is this something important here? Do you think?
Eh, it makes sense because well, she was a scholar, and this is a place of scholars, so it makes sense.
Right. Okay. It's nice to idolize someone from time to time. Of great knowledge.
Hmm, you're right upon that. A place of scholar it is. So, what brings you here? And
Scholarly pursuits.
you see this orc figure in front of you has a knight armor, like how you would have a image of knight in your mind, basically that kind of armor, not way too much pristine, not way over the top like your friend, your dwarven friend, but it's nice. And he comes near you. um, what kind of scholarly pursuits over here? uh, he gives a nod, almost like 2 inches of bow down, bows his neck, and he says, I am Valor, and uh, I'll take care of you. What do you need here?
Valor.
Yep.
Right.
What is your purpose here? What kind?
I
How can I help you?
Do you like hawks?
They're cool. They're fine. Yeah.
Yeah? Just asking.
They have a very nice wingspan. They fly. I mean, yeah, they're pretty nice. Why do you ask?
I think Adina got the reference, but nobody else.
also valor. Got it.
Huh?
Yeah, I did not. I did not get it.
No, that's not the
No?
reference.
That's
Did
not the
nobody get the
reference?
reference?
No.
No.
Then
Damn.
no.
Okay.
Okay.
Nobody play League or like Legends of Runeterra here.
No.
I
Okay.
just mostly animated
I
Never
play
mind.
League.
music.
I played League, but I don't know the lore. Complete lore.
Okay, okay.
I
Valor
just-
is Quinn's hawk, dude.
Okay.
I just like to watch the animated videos, so sorry, no idea.
Okay.
But
I'll straight off look at the Adina at this point and be like, I think you should ask about well, you know,
Oh, so
you
this
know
is
what?
the
You
dude?
you take the lead.
Who are you saying that to?
Adina.
Okay.
Is this
Yeah.
the dude we're looking for?
No,
This is not the
he's
person
the
we're
dude
looking
who
for,
might
but we could
tell us where the dude we're looking for is.
exactly.
What was his name again?
Valor apparently.
No, the dude we're looking for is called Irony.
Oh, the dude.
Irony?
Yeah, irony, right? Yes.
We're looking for irony.
I'll be your irony for today.
No, you can't. You don't have red skin.
Well, let's not get into the semantics of skin colors, but the gentleman you're trying to find, a red tiefling guide, RNA, is busy somewhere else.
Oh well.
In fact, in the library itself. So, if you need some help going through the Candlekeep, I can be your guide. So, like I said,
Well,
RNA.
we do need some help reaching our good friend Metallus because
Metalis,
scholarly pursuits.
Metalis, sorry, not a word. You must be the bunch of fine gentlemen that he wanted to run away, I suppose.
Excuse me?
Nothing, nothing.
Can you tell
Metalis
us?
is a little bit tired.
I mean, like, okay, so we already know the way to Metallus' chambers, right? Can we just ditch this guy and go to Metallus' chambers?
Before we
Yeah, let's
leave, I
do
want
it.
to ask him
You have,
something.
you have to cross emerald doors, and that place is much more restricted than this court of air. So,
Okay,
Oh, we were
so
breaking
but
the
they won't
law?
let us through.
as much as you know about Candlekeep, unless you have explicit permissions, it can't, and you don't even have proper permissions to freely enter and exit Candlekeep. So it would be very hard for you to go to Candlekeep.
Very well. Our friend who is, well, you know what? You said you can be our irony, so why don't I just call you irony? My friend irony, could you please take us to the great library?
I'm sorry, I cannot.
What?
You
The
must have
real
seen our
irony would have taken us to the great library. I knew it.
only for you, real irony is not here, and I, for one, like to take rules very seriously.
All right, all
Gentlemen,
right. We don't want to rub you the wrong way.
if you want to study some about something, you can come with me, and we can go
How
to.
about you start with telling us about, say, okay, first question to you. I think I have quite a few. What can you tell me about the notable families in and around Candlekeep? You know, families with large business holdings. Uh, a
If
little
no,
proprietary, maybe about their
if no
assets.
interest in people who are not gonna be here in the next decade or two. So no,
Do you know anything about, and I whisper this word to him, Ada?
he gives a very quizzical face, a look, and says, "Look, you're free to enter the House of Binders. See if you can find books about it. If you need anything else from me, let me know. I'm quite busy with whatever is happening over here. You might not know, but the books are fucking acting fucking weird, and
We do.
already
Trust me.
we are
We
preoccupied with
do.
it. So please,
Okay, one last question.
Uh,
Do you happen to know a reader by the name of Bako?
I know no one of name Bako. That's a weird name.
See Thorin's face fall and the
Bako,
shoulders droop a little bit.
Bako the idiot. That's no
What's your name again?
Valor.
That's a weird name.
Cool,
Yeah, what an idiot.
cool.
exactly.
Are we done? I think we are. And
No,
Yeah, done with
no.
you.
cross towards the Emerald Door.
Oh well.
I hate this
He
dude.
was a bad bud to be with anyway.
He, as he reaches almost the Emerald Doors, he give a he look back and give a look at to you, Renki,
Okay.
and then just goes back and starts moving towards the Emerald Door.
Okay. Uh, can I insight on that?
Sure.
I was wondering, DM, about we never discussed this, but I have 1 hour rituals. Obviously, since I've arrived, I've not been able to cast them. But before I turn up, will you allow me to have cast some of these things? So I'll go with your ruling. I have a weapon bond, which takes 1 hour. It's a ritual. And I also have Find Familiar.
I
Will you
think
allow me to
I
have
think
a
we
Find?
went. I think we already went the day your character was introduced. We went that you'd already had cast a owl familiar. So I will
Okay,
say that you
all
had the
right,
owl
please.
in your extra dimensional pocket dimensional space,
Nice.
not with the weapon. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's okay. No, no, no. I'd forgotten. That's great. I thought it was the other way around.
No.
Can I summon my owl familiar? But this time, when I summon him, I use an action to make him a rat.
You can't do
Oh,
that, sadly.
That is part of the spell.
I think, can you do that, or do you have to
Yeah,
cast it again?
you're absolutely.
Okay, and you don't have to cast pay the 10 GP cost. It just
Uh,
with an action, it turns into a different being.
oh, so 10 GP. No, 10 GP is at the time of casting.
That's what I'm asking you. To
When you're familiar, you can communicate. Additionally, you can see. Wait, you already have.
can you
Okay, so let's make it an hour then. I'll check up on the other.
can you drop the information of the spell? I'm uncertain if you can change the
Oh, sorry, wrong.
creature after the spell is cast. But let me see once again. Okay.
Yeah, I don't think it says anything. But I'll go with your ruling then.
I'll just Google it real quick. Uh, can I change familiar shape without recasting? It says yes, absolutely. If you cast the spell while you already have it, you instead cause it to adopt a new
Yeah,
form.
you
Go
have to
ahead.
recast it then.
Yeah, you can. No, I mean, what I meant was, do you have to shed 10 GPs again? So
Yeah,
it
to
says,
cast the spell, you need the material components, and the material cost components cost 10 GP. If I'm not mistaken.
Okay. Outform then.
no, it
Uh,
says, whenever you cast the spell, you can change its form. Okay, that's okay. I want to
Yeah,
see
and the
if any
spell has a material cost of
yeah,
like 10 GP.
10 GP. That's
10 GP's worth
incense
of stuff. So yeah.
incense and charcoal.
no, I'm broke as shit. So I'll cast the familiar as an owl, and
I have
can I?
10 GP. You
No,
want
but
it?
to actually cast it, you still need 10 GP. So.
No, it has been cast. It had
Oh,
been
okay.
cast.
You're
In
just
a
bringing
different
it out of the
dimension.
pocket dimension, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Cool.
Can I send him to follow this guy? Valid, just for a little bit. Through the doors. I want to see what's inside those doors.
Hello?
Give me a moment.
Okay.
Since it has the ritual tag, you can essentially change its form anytime you have free 10 minutes. So yes, for the moment being, until I go and research it again, for a moment being, we can say that you are able to change form. Okay.
Right, thank you.
So you change the owl into what as you bring out from its pocket dimension.
I do not like rats. I'll make it a squirrel.
Okay. You make into a squirrel and you bring out this spirit from your pocket, which turns into like becomes a jelly of sorts and turns into a squiggly rat, and it just goes and follows the valor orc figure very nonchalantly without raising any eyes that it's being tailed. And yeah, you can do that.
I haven't walked into it yet, but the minute they cross through the emerald doors and close the doors, I don't think I'll give the party any warning. I'll just walk. So you'll see me go limp, almost limp, very rigid actually, more than limp, no, rigid. And my eyes go slightly milky white.
Okay.
Can I see what's
Okay,
inside?
for the most being, the guy just stands near the emerald door talking to some other people. You stay here for 5 minutes waiting for him to go inside. He doesn't. He just stands near the emerald door, which is a funny way to call a door because it's not a technically a door. It's like a 15-foot mega door, and it's like the whole how should I? Okay, give me a second.
Just like how a mega pint isn't a pint, it's
Yeah,
a mega
this
pint.
whole thing is the emerald door. So it's like a 15-20 feet from the width size, length and width each. So it's a 15-20 feet 20 feet. The door itself is like 5 feet in width, but the way it's placed in the fortress is basically this huge place. So he just come near the door and he has a conversation with two people. You go into your rat and you try to walk inside it, and they're basically he's saying, yeah, man, it's pretty. We're all out of luck. These inquisitors are not gonna leave us. The books are acting weird. The people are acting weird. Yeah, it's all banged up, man. The other guy says, "Well, it's cool. It's entertaining for us, huh?" The other guy's, "Yeah, but I have to deal with a lot of fine gentlemen, which is always exhausting. So I don't know." And they basically do their own, 5-10 minutes of chat about how the day has been. Nothing of consequence, nothing of importance. Sorry,
Pocket
it's usual.
dimension.
It's
Back to
usual. It's usual how the day has been, and stuff like that.
back
Okay,
to the
yeah,
pocket dimension with you,
back
Billu.
to the rat code. Okay, Adina, you were gonna take the charge of helming this investigation further. So what are you doing?
Okay, so so in order to learn
Come again?
more, we're supposed to go into the Emerald Door. My brain is fried.
No, you
You
were
wanted to
supposed.
find the mafia. That's
Yeah,
why
the
we were.
mafia. But I
Yeah.
remember us saying that asking to go through the Emerald Door. Why did we ask to do that?
These guys wanted to go. What do you wanna do? You wanna,
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
Okay.
Investigation. Where would you find a mafia boss? If I was a mafia boss, where would I be?
If you were a mafia boss, you would be the how should I say it? You there's a difference between peaceful and someone who can't hurt anyone. Yeah, I think you will be the latter kind, says the face spirit. But that's good. Aye, my gentlemen, that's very good. So,
Hadrian, we haven't asked Hadrian yet. He was right there in the House of West.
That is true.
We should cover that angle
Yeah.
before.
Okay. Adina, lead us the way.
Okay, let's go.
And then I march behind Adina.
okay. So you folks go back to House of
I
West.
I hope I hear the hamburger in the background.
Yeah.
Those guys are very exhausted. Today you've seen them 2 times, and those guys were actually kind of nervous to even look people in the eyes. That you in at 5 in the morning, and now at around 9 or 10 in the morning, those guys have been out in the open and not chanting.
Oh man. I
They
like
are
those
for
guys. I was dancing with them
uh,
earlier.
they
Anyway.
they are kind of squatting in a corner. The Slav Russian squat and just
Okay.
holding hands and kind of scared to look around and dance and do the
Poor
chantings.
lads.
Yeah,
What's the description? Slav Russian squad.
yeah.
Love it.
Okay. Okay.
I see a black. Okay,
Okay.
there it
In,
is.
in the corner, you do see Hadrian.
Oh,
So
finally.
yeah,
I see his face.
yeah, yeah. He looks like he's
Very
like
intimidating
drank,
music to
drank
give
the
to that also.
drank the best kush in the world. He looks so high. Adina, let's go. What,
Oh no.
go to him and what are we doing? You see in the corner of the house of the rest, there sits your friend, almost like he's buzzed and he's like 4 or 5 hours of drinking and playing his lute and lyre. He is having a time slouched in a chair and just eating mashed potatoes, having beer, and just going on and playing stuff. You guys enter and shut the door. He gets ah, what, and just goes back, closing his eyes and just talking to himself and playing this very little small melody.
So guys, what should I ask?
But the mafia.
About the mafia. Okay. That openly?
Well, cut around the bush if you must. But it's Hadrian. I think he's heard the other questions. And he's drunk. You
Okay.
remember this?
Hello, mister. Do you know where the mafia is?
Not like that.
Good one.
Mafia kind of skittles away, knows nowhere to go. Bushes in the trees, goes in the streets. Poor Hadrian likes to
Wow,
squeal.
Victor can sing better than this.
And he just goes on. It's not depressive, it's not sad, it's just his tune seems to be that he's very tired, but still he's trotting. He is not trotting, he's trudging. He in his own mind, in his own song, optimistic, energetic, determined, uh walk, but like he's slouching in the chair and laughing.
I can't understand what you're saying. Is it just me?
No,
Yeah, it was very muffled.
Is my voice bad?
it's back to
Better,
normal.
I guess.
Hello?
Yeah.
Yeah, hello.
Yeah.
Continue.
Yeah, he's just sitting in a corner, slouched in a corner, sitting playing his music. The song is not depressive or sad, but it's more, that he's too tired and he's trying to, find some strength and, trying to, do a prep talk, motivation talk, and singing a song. You mentioned Mafia. He just mentions Mafia sweeps under the rug, and Hadrian goes and squeals in the corner. But tomorrow he rises and goes to a shore, finds a nice pirate booty, and joins a better crusade. He goes on to make a party, make a shilling, find some bridge, and finds a bench to marry. He's a little styled, like a slow boy, but he's gonna be.
Stop it.
Okay,
Eh?
so I'm going to just what could so
Eh?
I just think I just look at my feet and huh, okay, let's try this. And I put my foot in his nose.
Wait, what?
Yeah, my smelly feet can maybe wake him up from this dizziness.
What the?
Nightmare.
It's definitely an idea.
Ah, smelly feet, smelly feet. Why do I smell smelly feet? It's not.
Wow, his nose is pretty strong, more than my
No, I
gills.
think you just put him into a trance.
Wait, do I
I think
have
he
the
gets,
fungus on my
in
feet?
all honesty, I think he gets off on it.
I like to go. I like to play. I like to wrestle.
Okay,
Smelly
I'm just gonna take my foot back because I'm afraid that he might lick it.
I don't think we
He's-
could
There's,
negotiate with the
there's no
Trunkians.
indication of that, but he's more like whatever comes his way. In the moment, he feels okay with himself. So, yeah.
Mr. Highman.
As you bring back your feet, he goes on, continues, and starts thinking about clear summer skies finally at the door. I am a little sad, but it's gonna be all right. Things go on, moving a little
Wow.
slow, and he
Bob
just goes
Dylan.
on. Yeah.
I'ma just shake him.
Shake, 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 shake me at butt. Let's move and oh, hey there, buddy. Uh, is it morning yet? Yeah, just and he just tries to like a seal try to waddle its paws. It tries to waddle his hand around your face and quietly, my lad. It's and he looks around. It's not even afternoon, and he's like, it's a bad time to wake me up. Go, go have fun, live your life.
It's
Let me sleep.
it's only the afternoon, Mr. Adrian.
We need your help.
I was here,
What he said.
him, as I tried to bring you on in here. You probably slept in. I did not. Just go. Meet me in the night. Ah, let me sleep.
Look at
Yes,
this
well,
man.
we
Look at the
mafia.
accusation. And I go
We
ahead.
mafia.
Wait, Mafia? No idea.
Yeah.
Man. No idea.
This is a waste of time.
This is.
Maybe you should put that long scythe in front of his neck. It might jog
Oh
his
yeah, I
memory.
could. I mean,
Guys, this is a waste of time. He's so full of shit. He needs a laxative just to talk.
smack. I'm gonna smack him.
Can this guy take psychic damage before you snap him? Before you smack him?
I'm gonna slap
'Cause
him.
that was a vicious mockery if I ever heard one.
I know.
No. He's probably immune to latent effects of
Vicious mockery?
this
Dude.
mockery, yeah.
Okay then.
Yeah, you slap him and he basically like a wheat bag thrown from 5 feet high. He just falls down thump and falls over his lute. You feel like one or two strings of the lute breaks, but he just goes on the floor and and loud snooze.
What the fuck?
This guy. Elwyn, is this the same person you talked to earlier?
Is he?
Yeah, he is. He's Adrian.
Wait, what happened to this guy? He was pretty. He was intelligent enough to be annoying. The last time I
Well, I don't know about the intelligent part,
It's
but he
2 hours
definitely
in his.
annoying.
It's 2 hours in his sleep, so he is not intelligent in his sleep. So yeah.
Hadrian.
He's not a complete idiot. Some parts of him are clearly missing.
Hadrian, they call me Hadrian. Such a beautiful name.
I knocked him out. I did a bad.
Whoa!
What?
Wait, you knocked him out? He's knocked
I
out?
think I don't know. I smacked him when he went to sleep.
Wait, okay, so Vicious Mockery doesn't work on him, but he can just knock him out.
Are you actually trying to do vicious mockery on him?
Yeah, I did. I took. In retrospect, I rolled a Vicious Mockery.
Are you doing it for real or like it's like for the jokes?
This is real now.
This is real.
Okay, I'm gonna roll.
Wow.
Watch him roll a
He
20.
got a 9 plus
Oh.
he's got a 4, so 13. So let me know. He made the spell save, right? At
He
13.
made
Yeah, he
it.
did.
Yeah.
13 he
Yeah.
makes it, yeah.
Yeah, so it doesn't. Yeah, he just. You don't know, but yeah, he
Yeah.
just. And that's why I did the GM rolling. Why did I tell you this? But yeah, he doesn't move. He does nothing.
Damn, this is a. This is a strong mother lover.
Yeah. Come on, folks. What are you doing? Where is this
What
investigation?
happened? I missed something.
Let's go ask random people. Hopefully we don't
Apparently,
die.
Adina has knocked him out, and yeah.
Let's do a Nancy Drew moment. Outside we go.
Immediate distraction. Let's not look here. Let's look there.
Okay. I'll be her fat friend. Bess or Beth as the dwarf.
Yeah, he.
What?
Lead the way, Adina.
All right. What are we doing, folks?
Okay, I'm deciding to ask random strangers. We can't find anybody. There must be someone. Someone who would probably knock us out if we ask, and then we can beat his ass and be like, tell us where he is.
If
There's
only,
always the pillars of pedagogy.
if only there was a place where every book that ever came in that place had a record. Who brought the book and when they brought it? Huh? Damn.
Huh.
Wait,
Very
I didn't
interesting.
realize that would be enough to let us in.
Don't
I
mind
didn't
me.
know about that. Why? I was like,
Okay, so you know what I'll do? Like, first up, I'll just guys, this isn't working. Let's just head over to the Emerald Gate and knock on it. So I'll
I'm-
start
I'm-
walking without looking at the others.
Go ahead. Yeah, you go ahead and you watch out. I'm trying not to railroad, and I'm liking it how randomly this thing is going.
Nancy.
I'll walk up to the Emerald door and just knock on it.
I
Knock,
want to
knock,
see
knock.
how you guys investigate this. Let's see how many sessions it takes. I have all the time. You guys wanna talk to people? Let's go talk to people. Okay, you go ahead and where's Elwyn's token? Yeah, you go ahead and you go to the Emerald Door and you see 3 people situated near the Emerald Door. You look at the first floor, there are 4 guards. You look at the second floor, there are 2 monks with purple clothes, with sticks and photographs in their hand, and probably a religious symbol on their clothes. And you look at the third floor, and yeah, more monks and more churches, and you feel like yeah, about like 10 people are situated in these 3 floors and grounds.
So
You
I've
go-
been like
Okay.
following Elwyn with like max stealth for no reason whatsoever.
Okay. Do make a stealth check just for the shits and
Lol.
giggles sake.
Yeah, okay.
Elvin,
Yes. So what
Please
I'm gonna
take
do is
charge.
I'm gonna look at the guards. I'm gonna call out, "Good sirs, I would like to enter."
fine gentlemen, please bring out the papers of entrance.
Papers of entrance. I'm not quite sure. Could you please
you're
explain
not
what I need to do.
you're not sure of the entrance that you need to go, but you are very sure that there is this red colored buffoon of a man who calls himself Victor, who's trying to tail you. It's kind of cute that he thinks that
I'll
to see
yeah.
him, he's
I'm
not able.
I'm ignoring him completely.
Yeah, that's yeah, that's nice. So the guards go and says, "Ha, if you don't have, if you don't have the permit from the authorities, you can't go inside."
Uh, well, I'm
And
sorry because I'm not too sure about the rules here, and like I give the guy a very friendly smile, and I'll say, I don't know. Like last time I entered, I'm not sure whether I had a permit or not because I was with Irony and I was going to meet Metallus, and I need to meet Master Metallus again at the moment. So, like, how did I get in the last time? Like,
Okay, so while this is happening, I whisper to Renki. I'm like, Renki, while they're engaged in conversation, do you think we can sneak in?
Ooh, that's an interesting idea.
It is, right?
Yeah, because they're so. They have this. It's like they have this giant stone wall and they don't want us to enter.
Yeah,
So I think we should find a way to get in.
exactly.
But we might be killed. There are too many wizards, right? Wouldn't they be protecting this place from the inside?
Only one way to find out.
Wow, I've never seen you have a death wish this hard before. But alright, I like it.
ma'am, we are not here to argue. We are just here to tell you, if you don't have the permit, you're not allowed in. If it's not a special privileged matter, you're not allowed in. If you're not with someone who can bring you in, you're not allowed in. And sadly, you are three for no's in all three of those things. So sadly,
Oh
you
my
can't
god.
go inside.
okay, I understand. Where could I obtain this permit?
You can go to the pillars of pedagogy. You can find people who might give you an access. You can go to the gate warden Kalan Strongboard. You can say him what kind of stuff you want in for, and you can go to the House of Wonders, find seekers and acolytes who might want to make an interesting case, and if they feel that you are worthy enough to go see the library insides, they will. If not, the pillars of pedagogy and House of Wonders will provide you ample amount of books. If they don't, you can always call a seeker and they'll go inside and bring the books for you. These are the
Thank you.
rules.
You've been very kind. Thank you for all the
No
information.
problems.
So the last time I was here, our party, like, we did make the standard donation of knowledge to get into Candlekeep. Like, we did bring a book that was not actually in Candlekeep. I'm sure you know what I'm talking about. So
I think if I have an idea. Go on.
uh, does that not does that not allow me to enter because I did it the last time?
You are entered. You have entered Candlekeep. Look around you. You are just not allowed in here.
Right. Okay, thank you very much. I guess we can go to the pillars of pedagogy and
That sounds like
check
you're
for a
invited
pyramid.
to your. It's like that sounds like we just entered their lawn and they're saying we're not allowed in their house anymore.
Yeah, it seems like that. We can go to the pillars of pedagogy and like ask for a permit.
Sure.
So yeah, I'll enter the pillars of pedagogy, I guess.
All right. So as you go, your friend starts bringing out
Yeah.
his lute and starts playing this, kind of a music that feels like he's trying to pinch you that you failed in a task. It's sarcastic. It's kind of playful music, and yeah, he's trying to play it without having a smile on his face. It absolutely bring a joy to the three squatting slabs near the house of. Near the temple of Ogma, who gives a little sharp turn towards you, but then realize their own predicament and go back to sitting in a corner, but for a moment they have a refreshed look on the face. You go cross the court of air and go towards pillars of pedagogy, and as you enter you see this huge uh, tower comprised of 20 about 20 floors. It's ornated with these amazing glasswork. You can see from here a lot of people are busy in their studies. There are bunch of bookshelves inside, and there are a lot of people with white and purple colored clothes studying there. And you yeah you enter the pillars, and there are some guards there, and this human guard asks you, yes, how can I help you? Oh,
Hi. So I'm here because I heard this is where I can get a permit to pass the emerald doors.
definitely.
So can I have a permit?
Sure, you can. What's the matter?
We wish to meet Master Metalis. We've met him before,
you
and
you
we
see him
have.
open you see him open the book and bring out the feather pen, and as you say, Master Metalis, and he closes the book. Well, my fine gentleman, Master Metalis has gone for his time of rest, so maybe you can see him maybe in the afternoon or tomorrow, or in the
Uh,
evening or tomorrow.
Very well. Can we? I would also like to go to the Great Library because I have some research to do.
Okay, what kind of research is it? If we can help you, one of our seekers will go inside and bring you a book. If it's
Uh,
not possible, maybe we can accompany you inside and then follow it. But what is the subject that you're trying to research?
uh, well,
Is it possible we could get the book, the Fist Handbook? And I just say this to Elwyn behind her.
mm, I. It does seem like they can bring us books from inside, but it would be so much easier if we could actually get in there and research. Anyway, so we wish to research two things. We wish to find some knowledge about the mage fist hand, and secondly, we wish to research about uh, certain procedures which could have been used to uh, fuse an otherwise normal human being with all sorts of weird things like a beast, a dragon, and whatnot, because we
All
have
right,
found an unfortunate person who is suffering from such a condition.
all
So
right, that's enough. That's a lot of information for me. Information about amorphous beings realming in the realm, and information about some. Is it
a
a
mage
king?
fist hand.
A mage. He writes on the parchment, and he tears out one of the pages. It's like a carbon copy page. You write something and then it copies over, like if you remember back in the day, right?
I mean, yeah, I still see
Yeah,
them here and there.
yeah,
So
yeah. So it's one of those things, and he tears the upper page of parchment, uh, which has already implanted on the next page, and he calls, valor. The word goes
again,
like,
okay.
he calls for valor, and the voice
No,
goes
not
about
that
100
guy.
feet away, and he
God,
says,
again.
Do you have anybody else?
we do have a couple of people here, but
Anyone
Great.
other than this
That's
valor person?
fantastic.
we only see valor at the Emerald House. So, sorry, Emerald Doors. As acolytes and seekers are available, we'll let you know. But for the time being, uh, and as he mentioned,
Great.
running like a hawk, and valor comes and the music changes to depressive music. Yeah, nice. Yeah, he mentions, and he comes near you and he says, "Yes, Kewin, what's the matter?" They basically talk in a hushed, whispered voice, and this guy, the Kevin person guard, just turns away and go back, and he says, "All right, gentlemen, you need some books about these amorphous beings in the seven realms and about Sage Fist Hand. All right. Uh, What is the reason for this research?
And
The
I
reason for the research is to find out about these topics.
All right.
I whisper to Elwyn,
He write
don't you want to show the parchment that I made of the findings that we got?
The what now?
You
I
can tell him
made
that it's not a matter of importance to Candlekeep. Renki has it documented.
yes.
Renki talks about a great deal of things. Anyway, I'm sorry. Yes, you can show it to them if you think it would help our case.
as you talk about that the interest is to read about them, the guys goes and writes in his parchment, and visibly you see him saying these words. He's not whispering, but it's also not that he's being very subtle about quiet about it. He just writes self interested discussion. He writes something like that, and he goes, all right, please take a seat in the house of binders, and I'll meet back you in 2 hours.
Could you please, could we accompany you to the library, please? I say
Well,
this in a deadpan way.
uh, please make a persuasion check at a disadvantage.
Okay. Whoops. Okay, that's a disadvantage. Whatever, it's fine.
He gives you a look.
Do it again.
We do have a
Oh
lot
my god, the other was an act 20. I'm sorry.
Shit.
Edge.
like we said, the Candlekeep is busy with a lot of things. We'll definitely be on lookout for these books, and when it appears, we'll hand it the book. Usually, it takes about 2 hours, and you can sit in the Pillars of Pedagogy or House of Rest. And as we are done with the book, we'll bring it back to you.
I
Sure.
would like to ask him before he leaves, is there any so if we were to submit any documents and we want to give it to, let's say, Metalis, since we can't enter, is there any place we could just submit these and eventually reach him?
I mean, I'm going inside, and I'll pass it around to someone who'll pass it around to someone, and it will eventually go back to Metalis. Sure, that could be done.
These are matters of great import.
I
I
understand.
think we should wait to give it to him in person.
As you were saying this, it's of
That's all
importance to
right,
say.
but I'll give it to him anyway. I'll make a copy of this.
All right. Very busy, very busy.
I hope you do realize that the parchment that you have is of utmost importance to Candlekeep.
Yes. A lot of important things happening today, if you haven't taken notice. But this is definitely one of the top 20 things that's important. Yes,
You're
I'll do that.
okay.
And he gives a look of sigh that, all right. And he goes and he keeps mentioning, got a lot of work.
Oh wait,
Books.
you did not tell me the insight that I rolled earlier.
I did.
What was it? Can you remind me?
Can you remind me the question that you asked again?
Fill up.
I mean,
Dude,
I mean,
I rolled when he was leaving House of Binder. You said he looked back at me, and then he
Yeah.
left. And then you told me to roll insight.
Yeah.
So what was the result of that?
Yeah. Did you roll? I did not see you.
Yes, it is above Thorin's spells.
Okay, I see Renki rolling stealth, and where is it? Let me see. You got a 15 on that?
Yes.
No, bro, you got 15 on something else. This is like 40 minutes before, so it was something else.
No,
Remember
dude. This is exactly when I did it, and Thorin at that moment
All right.
asked for the owl to be used.
Oh, right. The times are 11:3 and 11:4. Yeah, it could be that. Okay, so in that look, he gives you a look of like he in that small moment is trying to ascertain what you folks are up to. and he specifically looks at you because he saw you having a book, maybe, or maybe you appear to be intelligent, or thirdly maybe because you were staying neutral in that conversation, and people were trying to, people were having some thoughts, and you were
Hmm.
trying to be neutral. So it could be those two or three things, but this guy was looking at you to see what you are up to, and if there is help that he can give. He was trying to ascertain if, if it's really a matter of urgency, or something stupid. But
And that
it,
tells me nothing about his depression right now, but okay.
yeah, his expressions were more like, if I can help these guys, and he was basically trying to ascertain if it's a urgent matter or not. So yeah,
Okay.
that's the look he was giving you, that maybe I should look back and see if they really need me. Nah, I'm good. These guys were just having fun. And so he just turns back and then goes back again.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah. As you hand him the parchment about this detail and tell him to hand it to great master reader Matalis, he says, "Got a lot of things to look forward to today. Books flying, inquisitors going, and gonna find another book." And he merrily just goes to do his thing. Uh, Stays around 2 or 3 nears the emerald doors. Emerald doors flung open. There's about 4 or 5 guards near him. He talks to them for 2 or 3 minutes, and then he goes inside. And he just he goes inside.
Okay.
Okay.
While we're waiting, I want to go to the back to the pillars of pedagogy and ask them. And I just look back over my shoulder at Thorin and see his sloop demeanor at this point, and you're like, okay. Just I wanted to ask another inquiry if that's okay.
Go ahead.
Do you know any person named Mako?
You say this to Valor as he goes away.
No, no, no. Pillars. We already asked that to
Okay.
Valor. He said he
Yeah,
didn't give us an
Right, right.
answer.
So you're
he's an
talking
asshole.
you're talking to Kevin in Pillars of Pedagogy.
Yes.
Okay, the guard. He, as you mentioned the name Marco, he says, Marco. Oh yeah. Sadly, I don't know any Marco.
Wow.
Follow.
Why are
No.
guards
And,
everywhere?
and it's like
Such dicks.
he brings out a steel, or like, whatever, a plastic thing which you shine your nails with, and is like almost doing an
You were
invisible.
so nice earlier. What happened?
Nothing, man. It's just everyone is on edge, and the things that you are inquiring, you submit a form, you write the things you require, and you just hand it to them. If you don't see what's happening around here, the
Is there a
inquisitors,
form to find someone lost and found?
you just write the questions you seek, and you give it to the seekers, and they give you the answers. If not, they help you find the books. And
All right.
it feels like you have been making quite a mess. I was here 2 hours ago. You went into the confrontation with our our inquisitor, our gatekeeper. He's basically mentioned the hand job guy, and so basically everyone is on the edge after, the chaotic mess that you did earlier. So everyone's like, okay, we're gonna help you, but you don't have
Really?
to be. Yeah, yep. Most of the people you meet here, like about half of the people are giving the impression between the lines that we're gonna help you, but we won't be kind towards you for no reason, because
I'll.
you showed
Okay. Fair
you
enough.
showed us kindness in the morning. So it's like, yeah, Metalis
The
did,
ally here is Metalis.
but yeah, and now Metalis is gone. So yeah,
Yeah, I'm
so
going to. When he says this, that he was here when the Inquisitor was there and he saw this happen.
yeah,
I'm going to be like, you saw what happened, right?
we did that.
So do we seem that we would be? It would seem that we would be hostile unnecessarily. But if you would know this person, and I'm sure you know that this person wasn't too kind to us, What would you do if he would spit in your face?
Well, if I have.
And especially when we've come here to help Candlekeep from these mysteries, would you want to? Would it not frustrate you? Would you not
We're
want
on
to
your
defriend your
side.
friends?
We're on your side.
We are on
You
your
keep being
side.
antagonistic towards us.
Okay. Today has been a really interesting day. Help Candlekeep. All right, I have the time. Go ahead. Tell me how you are helping Candlekeep. I'll properly apologize to you if you really are helping Candlekeep. If not, would you be very kind and just go back to the Tower of Rest and just give everyone a moment to relax
Okay.
and do their
Point number
duties?
1, monster in the house of rest. Nobody was able to subdue it. We subdued it.
That's news to me. Fine, that's fine. He gives you like a applause, not sarcastic applause, almost like that's actually nice. What else?
And yes, we are doing more investigations, and I don't see anybody else coming to us with these findings. And then I put a copy of the parchment in front of him.
All right. So let me get this straight. You are, in a way, inquiring about the weird mishappenings of books that's been happening lately,
Yes.
and
Yes,
you
and
found a book,
we might know how to solve the problem.
that was acting monsterly. He gives
Yes.
a look at you, Elwyn.
Yes, we did.
Great. Why didn't you tell? Where didn't you start with that? I mean, that's bravo. And at this point of time, he actually gives you a look of, like proper applause. Yeah, that's nice. Now, why do you want to meet Metalis or go inside?
Letting one of the other people answer that.
What did he
I
ask?
can.
Your voice was
Well,
muffled towards the
we
end.
Sorry.
have the deceased book, you see, which was causing this problem. We have two of them, and we need to consult with an expert like Metalis on this. It's fairly simple.
For Candlekeep's own safety, of course, since the problem seems to be prevalent here.
And we
It is
trust
an
you.
unconventional problem and it needs an unconventional solution. And I point towards our party when I say unconventional solution.
Oh my lord, you guys.
Let us in, for all
You,
the God's sake. We
you
all just
guys
want to help you.
you guys are so sweet. And he steps forward and he looks at the direction of Emperor Door and it twice the volume says Valor
Oh my
No.
god.
for the third
Master.
freaking time.
But Valor's not
Fucking
here.
Valor.
He went in to
Yes,
bring us
yes, yes.
some books.
Yeah.
Yes.
I don't think he's going to come back anytime soon.
Yes.
I'm going to
So,
I'm going to
so
change the
as,
track to like the Valorant song of Valor, the Valorous.
as you do this,
Of course, of course.
this guy run Valor run. He comes running outside
Oh no.
and he says, "Fucking folks, you guys. What do you call me again, Kevin? I was just away for 60 seconds. Can't you keep this foot down for 60 fucking seconds? I got 7 books. I got 2 cases. I got fucking great readers and master readers asking me things. And bunch of these fine gentlemen. What is up? It's just gone. Oh, well, yeah, these guys say that they are helping the investigations about the book. He says in air quotes, the book situation. You probably wanna help these folks a little bit. And he says, I I think I need a week's rest after today. And he comes back near you and says, all right, I'm here. I still can't let you in, but I am here. What do you want to know from me? Are, are you investigating the book?
Okay,
And
do you know anything about the wheat mafia?
I have No idea about wheat mafia,
I have an idea.
but I know that there is a carnival going around about some, and there are a lot of
Why did the music become so
sellers.
intense?
Carnival?
I know there's a carnival going around and some miles, some kilometers away, and there are a lot of merchants. Some of them are wheat merchants. You might want to go there. I still don't know how it's connected to the book mystery, but there is that. You can. The carnival is not here outside.
How far is it from here?
I'm just guessing. It's probably, I don't know, a 2 hours journey, maybe three.
Fantastic. So it'll take you about 2 hours to get us the books. We can come back in 4 hours once we have a quick look in the carnival then.
I mean, that's perfectly fine for me. Yeah, I'll.
Yeah.
Like I said, it will take me
And
about 2 to 3
and
hours.
about the help, that parchment which I gave you is of utmost importance and must be seen by trusted hands. And Metalis is, well, trusted.
Oh, you can be assured of that. I'm gonna pass it to my friend, who's gonna pass it to my friend,
No,
and who's
no,
gonna
no,
pass it
no,
to
no.
my
Valor, listen to me. Let's not do passing the parcel here.
Okay.
I see you and I trust you.
He brings out a paper. He brings out something from his clothes. Looks like a paper of sorts. Maybe something that you gave him. Maybe the parchment. And he basically unwraps it like it was like a boil. You know how you take a paper roll and throw it in a rubbish can, in the trash can, something like that. So he brings out that paper, opens it up, and uh, brings out a chewing gum from it and just chews it, and then uses the chewing gum and just rolls the paper again and put it in his sleeves again. So
I
yeah,
will.
you can be assured that it will be done.
Did he just do that with my parchment?
I think he did.
Probably, I mean, he did to a paper who was sort of the size of your
Can I
parchment.
roll perception if it is actually my parchment?
Okay, go ahead, make a perception check. Plays very fuckingly. What? Ah, okay. It kind of seems the same color and the size of your parchment.
Oh, before this gets worse.
I'm just going to go up to him quietly and I
Okay.
hopefully not assume the worst.
Fuck him. Okay, you're not
And
assuming the worst. Okay.
just say that, okay, we're all on edge today. I understand. But I hope that chewing gum is nowhere near my parchment. That you just crumpled into a ball of shit and put into your pocket.
He brings out his crumpled page, and it's covered with the already chewing gum that he was already chewing. So it has the old chewing gum and says, "This? Oh no, no, no! This is just, oh no!" And he brings out another page from his another the right side of his sleeve, and he says, "Why would I do that?" And he brings out your paper, and you can see that it's your parchment and your words. And he gives, "Oh, I would never do something like that. Or you thought I was messing with your parchment with this chewing gum? Oh no, no, no! See, and
Good,
you look in front of you. It's it's pristine, it's clear."
Well, that's good.
good. And my glasses just show the white shade in it, and not even my eyes anymore.
Yeah, the villain,
Yes,
the
yes.
villain
Classic
eyes.
log horizon moment.
Yeah, Log Horizon movie. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Or you can
I'm
be
glad to hear that.
absolutely certain that this parchment will reach Metalis. I mean, that's what we are here for, my good man.
Good, good, good. And then I just fix his collar. I'm great, great. I'm
Yeah.
good to know that it's in trusted hands.
Yeah.
My point
Renki,
was
shouldn't you let him ask him to let the
Why don't we just let him
guard know?
go and like do whatever and come back? And meanwhile, I'm just gonna go. I look towards the house of the rest, and I look back at the guys. Rest, and then I'm gonna turn and I'm gonna walk towards the house of rest.
Okay. I rolled 16 plus 3. I rolled a 19. Thorin, you have the book on your hand, right? The Mazfroth Mighty Digression.
Mazfroth, Renki has the hunger.
Okay. He gives a look at you having that book and he says, "Oh, bloody gorgeous." And he just gives a look at you, look at the book, and just goes, "Meet you in 2 hours, then, fine gentlemen." And he just goes inside. Starts like, run, run, Vela, run. And he just goes and, goes
This
for
is
the.
Kevin from the Pillars of Pedagogy.
Anyway,
did he
He goes.
just call you gorgeous and leave?
And I don't fault him for that, but
Yes. Yeah, he just goes inside and zooms
Well,
inside.
my
Yeah,
perception sucks, so I don't even know if he's looking at the book or at Thorin, so I'm guessing it's Thorin.
can I do an insight check?
please go ahead. Adina, you were saying something.
Oh, wow, just look at the roll.
Oh my god.
Even if you add those, I don't think I can give you all. Yeah, with the 4, I would say he seems a little bit interested in uh, you and the way you handle that book. That big, huge manuscript that you have in your hands.
Oh,
He
and
really.
describe Kevin for me once again, please.
Oh, no. I'm bad at describing things
Quickly,
that
just
No,
I'm
please
this
bad at.
ensure.
this guy was Valor though.
Yeah,
Valor was
yeah. This was Valor the Orc.
This was Valor, yeah.
gross.
Elwyn, can you
Gross.
stay here for another half an hour, bro?
I can't do it.
Bro, you're gonna play Dota. Can't stay here for
I
half.
mean, dude, like I have how to say I have work like again tomorrow. So like
Bruh.
I usually play like one game and then I sleep. So
We started at 9, man. Shit.
we start at 9?
Yeah, we
Yeah,
did.
It's still been a
played.
respectable 3 hours. We had fun.
Yeah.
I don't see like anything major going to happen like the next
Story.
half an
Yeah,
hour.
story is not going
Hmm.
properly. Every time we cut, na, like at a unfinished mark. I- The next time we pick up, we continue with more conversations, and I feel like it's very
But
slow. If we
that's
can
like
stay for
everyone's having
15
fun
20
doing
minutes,
it. So like where's the
so
problem? I don't see the problem.
there's no problem. But I feel like if the plot doesn't move for 2 or 3 episodes, third or fourth
Yeah, even
episode,
I'm feeling
people
the
feel
pinch on that, but
Yeah.
yeah,
everyone starts to feel fatigued a little bit. That's why I
yeah.
try, and I try not to क्या बोलते हैं,
Sorry, but
rate,
once in a
rate.
while you don't do this, and that's amazing.
Yeah,
Once in a while, can you ham hand certain giveaways to us if we're going in the wrong direction?
yeah, that's what I'm thinking. To like, I'm trying not to railroad, but I'm also trying to make sure. That's why if you see, there were 2 or 3 instances
But you've
where
been amazing.
I've told you no, and I also try to let's still let them do what they want. So yeah,
But
I'm
still, I would like to know the mystery a little bit. When me and Ricky were talking about the different houses and all of that, I like that. There's reason I took a fighter with still high intelligence. Because
yeah, yeah, yeah.
It's
That's
fine, guys. Y'all can continue. Give me the recap of the last half, like final half an hour.
ठीक है.
Next
So guys, okay, ठीक है. Arachnid, hold on for a
बोलो ना
moment.
यार. हाँ.
Guys, except Arachnid, are we playing for another 25 minutes? Or what is everyone's?
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
fine.
sure. I'm cool for 25 minutes.
Adina, what about you?
I'm fine. Yeah.
Okay, Arachnid, then I think, yeah. I think let's
चलो
next
yeah.
yeah, next time I think let's try start playing at 8:20 so we can finish at 12 if
Yeah,
it's
I was here on time at least
yeah,
today.
I saw you. You were there at around 8:30, 8:32. Yeah, yeah. Next time let's try to play 15 minutes earlier so we can finish at 12 or like
Cool
12:50.
works.
Okay, bro. Bye. See you.
Yeah.
Okay.
चलो bye.
Bye. Bye.
Chalo.
Okay, let's really do something in the next 15 20 minutes, folks. Let's how should I say it? Like Thorin was saying, give us proper clues. I'll give you a,
I
you
was
know,
going to say we could ask the fairy when's the last time
no
he
one,
saw that person.
no one wants to talk to the fairy. I know. I've made this character a pompous little kid, but I mean, he's part of the
He's
plot.
useful. He's a plot like thing.
That's why I was going to ask him. I was going to be like, where is the last
Yeah.
place you met him? And then we would go there.
I mean, that would have been the best decision. That Adina, you stepped up and you told Renki, no, we're not going to talk to this guy. You told Thorin, no, we're not going to talk to this guy. We're going to talk to our main guy, who is this guy.
I thought the fairy was following us.
Sometimes you
Tina,
hate,
take it away. Take it away. Just ask
sometimes
this guy
you,
right now.
sometimes you hate a person's personality, but I think it's made definitely for a reason and it's important for the plot. So I definitely wanted to make him the way he is right now. I like that every one of you feel like he's a man child, which he is, which is what I wanted, but he's also kind of what you need for the plot. So if you wanna go with that thing,
That's
yeah,
clever.
we can talk.
Also, everyone else was ignoring him. It's like, let's help him.
Yeah. Okay, so
I
uh,
was
Valor goes and he runs away inside, taking the parchment with you, like having a little kick at Renki's, color fading out of his face as he assumed that it was, the chewing gum was his parchment, but it was not. Gladly, he was just messing with you. Of course, everyone had a very tough day today, but things seems to be okay. And in the moment, we decide to give the parchment to the guy and he goes inside and folks do you decide to go out to the carnival or Adina, do you want to first talk to uh, Guakward, the fake creature? You can do
yes,
both of them simultaneously as well.
both.
Go
Okay,
for
so
it.
both of the things simultaneously. So I'm assuming we're going outside of the Candlekeep now. Is everyone okay with that?
Yeah. Uh, I was going to like think about looking at the carnival. So if that's also a plot thread for this Fae thing, then fine. I'm cool with it.
Great. Yeah, okay. Ha, okay. So yeah, you enter the give me a second, folks. Yeah, you enter the gatehouse and uh one of the guards ask you, are you gonna be back today or is it goodbye for today?
We have ordered some books that we would like in a few hours. So most likely we will be coming back.
All right, so you will be back. That's enough for me. And he brings out a token, and like it's almost a plastic token. I mean, do these people have plastics? I don't know. Let's say it's a ceramic token. He gives a ceramic token and hands it to you.
Good.
Gives it to you, and he says, "If you have this token, and if you give it to me before the day ends, I'll let you in." So, and it's basically to know who gets to come in and who gets to go out. And before placing and he says, oh my bad, one more thing. And he counts one, two, a three, a four. How many people are you in the party? One, two, three, four, five.
Uh,
So we go to five people and the fake creature, right? Six people, right?
6, yes.
Yeah. So he asks you the token. Oh, you are a huge party. Okay. As he sees, couple of you straggling behind, 4 5 feet behind, and he takes. Oh, my bad. And he asks you the token, and he brings out a parchment, and like writes 6 on it, and write today's date, and he gives you the token again. All right. Carry on, fine gentlemen, and yeah, you guys can go outside and yep, if you come back today, you will be able to go and explore Candlekeep again. If not, well, you might have to bring a new book or 500 gold pieces. So yeah. All right. So yeah, Adina, let's go. What are you asking the fake creature?
Uh, when's the last time you saw the person that scammed you, and where?
I escaped from my. I mean, I went to this. I just closed my eyes and I decided to go and just relish some of this humanly carnival that people talks about in my town, and I just decided to go, and I reached here about 2 or 3 days ago. I don't know, memory, time is a time is a weird soup for me. And I saw him like a day ago, I think. I just decided to have fun, and it was about midnight, so I knew there won't be a lot of people. It was actually 11, not midnight. No, I'm rushing forward in the story. It was about 11, and I decided to go and have fun. And as people were dwindling and they were going, I decided to enjoy the treats people left in the carts. I decided to play with these firecrackers. I decided to go and pet different funny creatures that I found here. Did you know there is a dragon which is 3 inches tall? Yeah, I was surprised too. So anyway, I was having fun, and uh, this fine gentleman in the zoo, he he he, he was able to find me, and he said uh, that he was gonna put me in a circus, and I was afraid because if I was like I told you, if I spent 4 days here, I would never be able to go back to my place. So I made a deal with him that if he let me go, I'll give him much more than what he's gonna earn from me. So I gave him my belt, and my belt had some nice encrusted diamonds and pearls, and I gave him to that about a good, I don't know, good money. I can, some people can probably buy a house with it. It was a lot of money. And I gave my ancestral, I mean, okay, I'm lying. It was not ancestral, but it still meant a lot to me. Okay, uh, he's, you feel like he's trying to make a story, and he's trying to present himself in a very nice light, but he realized that after so many hours, someone is talking to him, so he's just correcting himself and created like bluntly telling the truth. He's not even trying to upscale his stories now. He's not a king. He's not a fae. I mean, he's just a guy, and he's saying that out loud, that okay, yeah, it wasn't ancestral diamonds, it was something that meant a lot to me, and I gave that to them. And as I did, uh, one of his fellow mates said that if I give he said if I give him uh, one eyebrow, one strand of hair from my eyebrow, uh, he's gonna give me magic. So I thought, why not? So I gave him. So he gave me a wand. Then he said, "Do you want another?" I said, "Okay, why not?" And then he made some magic, and everything around him uh, was illuminated. There were fireworks going on.
So what
So
you're saying is they
so he
turned you into a fairy?
no, I haven't called it a
Oh,
fairy. No, they were doing a magic, and I wanted to do that magic. Every sprite, he says this to you. Every sprite is 3 or 4 inches tall. I am 3 foot tall. I thought I'm special, and that's what the the carnival guy's little brother or friend thought too. So after I gave him the my belt of diamonds, his little brother, he said, if I want some magic, and in return he wanted hair from my eyebrow, and he casted magic from the wand. I took one wand, then he did fireworks. He said, "Do you want more wands?" So he gave me 5 wands, and he asked for me five strands of hair from my eyebrows. And I exchanged the 5 strands of eyebrows for 5 wands. And I was so happy that I could be able to do magic too. thought I was special. So now,
So
and but
you're a
everything.
fairy that can't use magic.
I mean, I can use a little bit of magic, but it's I wanna make I wanna be invisible. I wanna make things appear out of nowhere. I wanna do fireworks. I wanna do a lot of things. And he did all of those things, and he said he'll be able to give me, and he gave me those wands, and and he starts to sobbing, and 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 uh, and I tried to do fireworks, and suddenly every light went away, and I decided to run because uh, they let the dogs on me, and and I ran or I hovered in the air. I levitated in the air for 20 minutes, maybe 30 minutes. I don't know. I just kept running, and I found your friend and you. He looks at you, Adina, and he mentions Claw. I saw your tall friend and I saw you, and I wanted to make you sleep, but I but he did not sleep, and I wanted to make you, and I wanted to make myself invisible, and then suddenly the honey badger came from under his feet, and I wanted to turn him into uh I wanted to mute him, but I turned into a pineapple myself. I didn't even try to use the fifth wand, and now I feel so sorry, and I feel so guilty about giving your land friend the fifth wand. Maybe maybe I am the reason, or maybe the wand is the reason, but I can't do magic and bad things are happening. Everyone's turning to pineapple, going invisible. Things are coming out of nowhere. I'm getting invisible, and eh, I just feel I just feel bad because now that I ran from the carnival and near the forest, I I don't know how to get back there. I don't know where to go, and even if I went there, maybe they'll let the dogs out on me again, or maybe he'll ask from my hair again, or maybe they'll
Why
put
would
the
they
step.
want your hair?
I don't know. He said he want my hair, a hair from my eyelash, and he gave me a wand.
I look at Thorin and I was like, do you really want to be dealing with these wheat mafia? They seem like crazy people according to to this Fey person.
They do.
Hey
They,
Renki,
they really do. But I'd like to know a little bit more about them, nonetheless, one way or the other. But you're right, they sound like scary folk.
Yes, Adina?
do fairy hair have any magical properties for
Boy,
alchemy?
I would not know. I'm not a magical person. I'm a person of science.
Anyone here having proficiency in nature skill?
Nature.
You have nature proficiency, not just you have to
Okay.
have a tick. You have a tick.
No,
You
No.
do.
I
I'm
don't.
gonna have you roll. Anyone, please check your sheets. Do you have a
Think
proficiency in
Elwyn
nature?
might have, but
All right. So
Hang
if
on, wait. Repeat that.
you have proficiency in nature skill, you must
Nature.
have a
I have four.
+4.
Eh,
Okay. Okay. You could have, you could know, you can, but since you don't have proficiency, the DC is gonna be a little high. But please go ahead and roll.
Okay.
Roll proficiency, and if you know about the Fey magic, I'll let you know.
Bruh.
such.
Okay, you know that Fey creatures are creatures of chaotic magical energy. Uh, but you don't know if their hair have any special properties, and you don't even know if their body or their essence or their soul or anything could be used in such a way. But you do know people consider them very chaotic and very magical. And it's somehow magic is like yours. Like you use words and music to make magic. These folks are also known to use words and music to create magic. So there's a little bit similarity, so you do know that, but you don't know if their hair have magic or not, so you're certain.
Got it. Think of value here.
There's so much loopholes in this story.
Yeah, it's mystery. It's designed this way.
Okay.
Wow, you just admitted it.
Yes, yes,
Ha.
yes.
I guess you would have seen the face of this person you were dealing with. So we're going back to the carnival anyway. I guess you can, if you see this person again, you could point us the way and we'll take it from there.
Tell me what's the actual truth and what's the actual lie. Did they actually steal the diamond? Did you steal the wands and then drop the diamond?
No. Why would you say that? No. I they said they were gonna put me in the circus. And they're gonna have me perform in front of people. I don't know.
Oh,
I wanted my release. Why would I lie about that?
and what happened with the wand?
I don't know. The wand is doing stupid magic.
So you stole the wands because
No. Like I said, the guy was gonna put me in the circus. I traded
and
it.
gave you the wands to do that.
His friend made a deal with me. I don't know.
Okay,
Why?
so they're putting unwilling creatures into the circus.
I mean, yes. I was very unwilling, and they were trying to force me into it. Yes.
Interesting.
See, telling the truth isn't that hard.
Please make an insight check. It's not gonna be very hard. Hey.
It's
He's
can I do investigation?
Investigation is about you trying to find clues around your surroundings. When it comes to reading emotions, it's insight.
Okay, I was like, yeah.
It's okay. Okay. Well, the kid is almost on the verge of crying. Actually, he's already cried 2 times. He's sobbing, and yeah, uh, either he's a very good actor or he's saying the truth. But with your fifth, with your five insight, you're kind of leaning towards. I don't think this poor creature, this poor, desperate, stupid creature can pull it off. A scheme like this.
Hmm. So Adina, what do you think?
Well, if it's the mafia, I feel like we should stop. Even
Okay.
if he's lying, we should still stop them.
Okay, that makes sense. I don't know how that will pan out for Thorin here, but all right, let's go there and find this out. I'm okay with that decision if it is gonna cause us harm.
All right, gentlemen, what are we doing now? Are we? What are we doing?
While I listen to Victor playing this amazing funky music for this thematic Fey investigation,
Yeah.
I amazing.
Wow.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Like I
This
said, amazing
this
funky music.
yeah, this guy's opening up his very despondent and a depressing story. Adina is trying to not give in to his emotions and actually cry with this guy. For a moment you feel like, damn, this guy's been through a lot, and there comes our bardic friend, and just like he did with Elwyn, he starts to play this funky tune, just having fun. And yeah, the atmosphere just turns from depressive into jolly. You can also feel the fake creature fluttering his wings, and he's like, "No, I'm not supposed to be." Actually, yeah, it's pretty cool, and he just to
Hey,
give.
I heard your species can perform magic with music, right?
Yes, yes. I mean, I know you're good. I can a little bit too. Yes, yes, yes. We can a little bit. Yes.
Right.
Yeah. Yes. What? What?
I know
What?
something.
What should I do?
I
Try.
know what
Try.
comes to your mind.
Oh, okay, okay. And he comes near you, and uh, okay.
Renki takes
Uh,
out his notebook.
I'm assuming your lute is like 2.5 foot. Okay, so this two and a half foot guy just comes over there, like you would imagine a young 9-year-old boy or a 7-year-old boy trying to do kissing lessons with a teddy bear or his pillow. He just comes over and he takes the lute from you, puts both of his hand around it just around your stomach, and basically in one of his hands, his upper, his left hand on the upper side of the lute, and he just almost like someone is practicing the kissing lessons with a pillow. He just puts his fingers on the lute, and okay, give me a second, I gotta play something. Spotify. Yeah, Kash, I wish it let me play um, songs from YouTube, man. Okay. Oh, my Spotify is not working. Can someone please go to Spotify and play Bard's Tale 4 OST, please? Please drop that link in the Hydra channel, right? Dot
It's
P.
link for OST full.
Yeah, Bard's Tale 4 OST from Spotify.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah,
Just a second. Just let me.
yeah, yeah. Take your time. Take your time. Yeah. Ta-ta-ta-ta-ta-ta-ta.
Bard's Tale 4.
Huh, TALE. Yeah, Bard's Tale 4 OST.
Playlist. The playlist. Okay, got it. Got it. Got it. Got it.
Yeah,
Found
this from the Spotify. I don't
it.
think they'll
Okay,
pay
and
me.
where do I put it?
I don't know, man. There is a channel called. Go to Sabse Upar. Do you see the chit chat channel? Sabse
Yeah.
Upar. So 4 or 5 channels below it, there is a channel called Hydra. Oh,
Yeah, I
Hydra.
found it. Found it. Found it.
Yeah, right. Dot P.
Dot P.
Yeah. Oh no, आ गया. I think आ गया. It says cute. Yeah, cute.
Cute.
Yeah. Let me see. Okay. Okay. Can we just no? Can you do it again? I think I'm gonna stop this playlist because there's 100 songs. Play it again. Play it again. Yeah. Oh no, I knew it. I knew it. See,
What?
What happened?
oh, it's not playing. It's saying it's unable to find the song and it's not playing. I hate this so much.
Wait, what happened? What else should I do? Is there anything else I can do?
I don't know. Uh, shit, man.
Is it on YouTube?
It's on YouTube, but I don't think it will play YouTube songs. The YouTube decided to stop.
No, that's okay. Give it to
Oh,
me. What is it?
oh, okay. Okay. Right, Bart Still 4 OST in YouTube. आ जाएगा 1 घंटा 10 मिनट की playlist. Okay, I think I'll share on. Yeah.
Bards.
Look, go to Candlekeep. मैंने drop कर दिया link. But if you want, you can.
Ah, okay, that'll be faster. Where is it?
Yeah.
Candlekeep.
Yeah.
Ah,
Yeah. You gonna play it on Roll20?
no,
Or
no.
okay.
I have my ways.
Yes. Jedi Master, give us
It's
some.
1 hour.
Yeah. I mean, it's a compilation of all the songs in the game.
But
So
it would be a minute or something. That would have been much better.
I mean, we can go and find certain songs from the album itself. Okay, okay.
If it's a
I'm
2 minute one, I can quickly like just download it and play it. I can do that.
okay, okay. You can download from YouTube, and it's gonna be
Yes.
quick.
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay,
this shouldn't be a problem.
okay, okay. 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 I hope it's the song that I think it is. Let me play. Yeah, I shared it on the channel. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah.
It's a
Give me
four
a
minutes
minute.
it's a 4 minutes track though.
Yeah, that's perfect.
Yeah, okay. Man, I love this game so much. The magic in this world is all through the power of music and words. I love this, man. And it has Irish and Gaelic folk songs, so it feels, very
Very cool. Very cool. Both cool.
yes, yes.
बहुत अच्छा, बहुत अच्छा.
Should have a segment in like a magic duel like they had it in Multiverse of Madness.
Hmm. I haven't seen the movie.
Or it has the best magical duel in it.
Nice.
Like
I've
literally uses music.
Yeah,
I've
yeah,
seen
yeah. I remember that.
I've
They
seen
Yeah.
the
use
bi- I've
Beethoven and all of that, right?
Yeah, they use music and like compose magical spells using it.
Yeah, it was. I don't know how they did that in screenplay. That must have been really tough to pull off.
Yeah, I know in the
If
comic medium
anybody
stuff
can
like
do
that.
it, it's Sam Raimi, dude.
I know, right? Like, fuck,
I
insane
haven't
guy.
I haven't watched Multiverse of Madness, but I've seen the better Multiverse of Madness, which
Everything
is
everywhere all at once.
yes,
Yeah, it's the same
Yeah, yeah,
fucking movie.
bro.
yeah.
The
It's
visuals and the story, holy shit,
Yeah.
man! It's
It is
so good.
literally the same story.
It's so good, so good,
yeah.
But
Actually,
yeah.
so good, man.
So uh but yeah, that fucking duel, dude. It's probably the most creative duel I've seen in like in superhero movies, I guess. I don't know. It's
yeah,
crazy.
yeah. I'm like, okay, you would expect like one person to, use another type of spell, but no, they both are doing the same thing
Yeah.
willingly. I'm like,
Really.
wow.
It's
Okay then.
crazy.
Nice. I'm hyped up for the movie. Nice.
Yeah, it's pretty good actually. It's at least for direction point of view.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, I'm
for
waiting
a
for it to come out on OTT.
Yeah.
yeah,
Test out the TV basically to
Yeah.
see what it can handle.
I'm like waiting for this to be I mean when I saw it, it's a great intro to what is to come.
Yeah, no, I definitely want him to return for the third movie, dude. And I
Yeah.
just want them to like just let him lose in the third movie. Just like it's okay, we're not doing. When I was impressed by how much they let him get away with things, right? And I
Yeah,
just hope they keep letting him get away with things.
I'm
absolutely.
not even gonna ask who you're talking about. It's gonna be a spoiler for me. But
No, I'm
yeah.
talking about the director, like how much
Oh,
they let Sam Raimi get away with the things he's done in
oh,
the movie.
oh.
Like it is a Sam Raimi movie, like proper. It's not a. It's less of a Marvel movie. It's more of a Sam Raimi movie.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
haven't watched a movie since like 2, 3 years now. I haven't. I mean, in theaters.
Oh,
The
two movies you need to watch are definitely Strange You Can Chill and Top Gun.
I was
Ah.
thinking Multiverse of Madness, but then I thought, do I want my first movie out of COVID to be Marvel movie? And I'm like,
It's
no.
actually not a Marvel movie. That's the best part about it. It's very unlike a Marvel movie.
I recall the movie which I watched last was 1917, and
Then you should watch Top Gun
Oh,
Maverick.
man, 1917, the cinematics and holy shit, man.
Yeah,
Okay,
then you should.
I got it set. I can do
Yeah,
it now if you want.
please. Yes.
Let
If
me
we
know.
can, yes.
sorry, what's happening? I'm spacing out.
Yeah, let's end the session in 4 5
Yep,
minutes. But
yep.
Yeah.
basically, as we do this conversation, Victor asked the guy, "Hey, you can do your magic uh, through music, right?" And he says, "Yeah, few more people can do it. So he asked him to try it. So our friend was trying to download the music and play it for us. So yeah, Renki, you can go ahead and play it if you're ready.
Yeah.
We'll end the session as we listen to the music and we'll continue next. Yeah.
1 second.
Take your time.
I'm going to just play something just to do a check.
Oh no.
No.
Ow.
This is not what the Fae plays. This is what
Cool, very cool.
this is Victor plays. Yeah.
For some
I will
reason,
play
it's not playing this. It's playing the
Oh.
other thing, but it's not playing this.
No. Oh no. Okay, can we all just open the YouTube link and start playing it by ourselves? Like let's say start and then listen to the song and then we'll say when the song ends, the session ends, okay?
Sure, I'm starting.
Yeah, everyone open
Which
the
song
link.
is it?
The last link I shared, the 4-minute song.
Okay.
Okay.
Let us know when to let it rip, and we'll just hit the play button.
We'll do 3, 2, 1 and then play, okay? Thorin,
Okay.
why don't you do it? Why don't you say 3, 2, 1 and then we'll play, okay?
Everyone ready?
Yes.
3,
Ready? Are you ready?
Yes, yes.
Okay.
2, 1, go. Songs from Balia Ahakleha.
What did I do? Oh.
Choshin mitun at erek Hamovian loch gadie Sviach en telugutin
Yes. All
Dead
right.
languages, man.
Yeah.
Something about
Sorry, what was that?
dead languages. There's something about
Did it finish for you guys?
It did,
Yeah,
it
yeah,
did.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So you see, this guy's voice, goes away for a moment. His childish, annoying, snarky voice. Of course, it's not 100% feminine, but it's not complete change of voice. But it definitely turns into a lighter text voice notes of his voice, and it's pretty cool. It's entrancing. You might not be in the mood for it right now, but you do find 5-10% more adoration, maybe respect for this guy. I don't know, maybe I'm just spitballing here, but it feels genuinely good. Maybe you are not in the mood for it, but in the right mood, it feels that you are at like 4 or 5 in the morning with your friends, coming after a journey, a long quest, and you decide to just remove all of your armor, just in silk clothes, just just throw yourself on the hill as you see the moon going down and the sun coming up, and as you just sit on the hill and just sleep, you get that feeling. And I would say, with the power of his the lute that Victor is holding, and that the song that he's playing on the lute and singing, this guy, you're able to feel the same thing. All of you are able to have this image in your head. Maybe it's the power of this fake creature that he's able to connect you in a way, and you kind of feel like all of you are sitting on a hill and just came from a journey and just relaxing, and all of your pain and worries and tiredness are just like a river of emotions, and are just sweeping away from your body, and just it just goes outside and into the sun, and you just close your eyes, and after 2 or 3 minutes you just feel asleep, and that's the feeling you get. And I think it would be a good time to end the session, and yeah, let's carry on in the next session with you journeying towards the carnival. I hope it was okay, and yeah.
very nice.
Carnival,
The
huh?
ending touch was
Yeah.
good.
Yeah. I was
Carnival.
Yep.
I was Victor, I was hoping to throw Thorin and Adina and the whole gang into the carnival, along with the Leonin, the 6 feet 5 foot friend, right on the first day itself. The
Okay.
day you came, I wanted you to be in carnival. As the carriage opens, you hear the music, and you hear your friend, Fef, talking to ladies, and then I thought you would probably have fun with Fef and everyone. I thought that would be there, but we spent 2 days here. But that's all good. It takes time, but yeah, yeah,
Peace, peace. It's okay. Carnival. Yep. That's
yeah. Let's go
definitely
carnival.
going to be interesting.
Yeah, let's
Always.
have, yeah. Let's see everyone's funny side, chilling side, having fun. You can go, if you want, you can maybe spend 5 minutes through the week and maybe think, maybe I want to play one game, throwing darts, maybe do something. If you can, it's gonna be a carnival episode. Maybe after the just 5 minutes, 10 minutes before the episode, maybe we're gonna get serious, maybe in the half session. But let's take this point, let's that we're gonna have fun with people. So if you can think of something, let's do that. And yeah, because I tried to bring a game like 6 or 8 weeks ago, and it was so difficult, the rules. We were just Okay,
Yeah, I remember that game.
yeah. So yeah, I'm not gonna try something new. So if you feel like something is small and easy, some game or whatnots, you might think about it, and then let's do it together. It could
Yeah,
be a
yeah,
simple
let's
game of
do a typical carnival and like let's form a
yeah,
lay of land so that we can like we have a geographical
yeah,
thing that I'll be here, this
yeah,
guy will be there, that guy will be there, so we can all work together on
yeah,
doing
yeah,
something different.
yeah. Yeah, so let's think about it, and if you have ideas through the week, just drop them on the Saturday or Sundays or whatever. And yeah, let's try to do 3 or 4 things that we can as a party do. Let it be have fun session. Okay,
Yeah, sure.
too many mysteries, and yeah, everyone wants a escape. So yeah, good luck, guys. Bye bye.
Bye.
Good night. Good night.
Okay,
Have fun.
night.
Yeah.
Bye bye. Good
Bye
night.
Bye.
bye. Bye
Bye.
bye.
Bye. Bye. Bye. Bye.
Great session, folks. Sorry for all the bullying.